Hey. But yeah, I feel you on having a weird week, Pads.
Greetings and felicitations.
Hi, I'm a tomato. Sorry, I was like mid bite, and I was like, what?
Swallow.
This is off to a great start. Gaming.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Something like that. Mhm.
If you do hear another Joyce, do not be concerned.
Yeah.
This is
Or
planned.
another Jenny.
I'm looking. You may want to brand yourself with your branding.
I mean,
You may want to use. No, no, fudge. I messed up. Backtrack.
No, she'll take it literally.
we do not want tomato jam for our burgers.
Well,
No.
it'll be a noble sacrifice, guys. It's fine.
No! Banned! That's not allowed. Not on my Christian Roblox server.
What happened to your Christian Minecraft server?
Oh, we all moved to Roblox.
Understandable.
Like, again, these two were meant for each other, I swear.
We're finally in the room where it
For you, if you know the words, you can scream them too. Hell yeah.
Anyway,
is screaming in the streets.
I come back to hear about a sacrifice. Just another Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Caviar.
Caveat.
Woo.
Cadillac.
I diagnosed myself with English. Happy birthday! Haps
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthmas. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what that's called? Lack of commitment.
Listen.
Listen, she is more than committed to the game. I will not take the slander. Takes out knife.
Listen. No, listen, this is the thing. Gab is not here, so she's not here to defend herself when I say about how little I've interacted with her, and how much I love her.
Daw.
My body is
There
small
no
and yet
Gab,
filled with
only
emotions.
Zool.
I worry about you, Griffin.
Same.
You're not the only one.
Anyway, not to get us back on topic. Why would you just at me and Jane like this?
Right? I was about to say, we're called out like 5 minutes in. Oh.
Yeah, then the weebs took over.
Everything changed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Law, people can't hear you.
Oh no, what?
Oh.
Have you only been hearing us this whole time? Or have they've
Well.
been only hearing us, not you.
Oh Jesus. That's not good.
Thanks.
Oh God. We'd like to apologize for the technical issues.
Yeah.
Well,
we're off to a good start.
God.
Can you hear the rest of us?
My word.
Oh no. Maybe do we have to maybe we have to restart call? Would that help?
I think Laura might be working with some audio
Okay.
stuff. Yeah. There you are.
Aha.
Let's see.
Well, there is a few seconds delay.
Yeah, Jared said that you can only hear like Jane, Alex, and myself.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Law has been talking this entire time, and we've been introducing the stream and having some conversations with the belief that Law has actually been able to be heard by you. So I'm going to do a little bit of troubleshooting.
It wouldn't be one of these streams. Yeah, it wouldn't be one of these streams without technical difficulties.
You know what? That's fair.
Okay. Oh, why the fuck?
Huh.
Why in the holy fuck was... I don't know. It, for some reason, forgot my Yeti, I guess.
Sure.
Okay! So that was about 9 minutes of y'all not being able to hear me introducing folks and saying all of what's going on. Holy shit!
Suddenly Lorelai
is
oh my God.
Hi.
We've been over this, Law. You're not allowed to die.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So, y'all, my part of that conversation, God, you didn't hear me saying things like I realized that I needed to head something off before y'all in call started a feedback loop of apology that was the why are you calling me out like this bit. I was saying you may recognize the or may not recognize the backdrop. It depends. This is my YouTube banner, usually. This is the branding that I got across my channel and across a whole bunch of social media. Excuse-moi.
I love how you save until you can be heard to let that loose.
Hey, how about you fucking stop?
Real.
Because I can mute you on the stream, you know.
That's fair.
Y'all
And
can...
yourself, apparently.
Look! I don't need y'all! Okay.
My God,
There she goes again.
So there's a lot of shit y'all missed, I guess. Wow, that was a nice little voice crack. Anyway, new background, thought it was fitting to have as my streaming background, especially because the old one was a little bit outdated with an old version of Lorelai and hella interesting end slate background picture. As I was saying, today, I am actually going to be streaming Final Fantasy VII. But as I was saying multiple times with the mispronunciation of caveat, oh no.
So, like, for those of you listening in, Alex just informed us that their headphones are going a little wacky, and so they're going to try and fix that.
Yeah, oh no.
Real.
The caveat being that today I'm actually picking up from where I left off while I was where I was when I was playing this for my Patreon server, because I am not playing through the introduction to this game for the 4th time in a long while, or in a short while, in fact, actually, all things considered. I'm gonna go through, because it picked up right after. Welcome back.
Nice.
I'm starting from the point just after we meet Eris. Or Aerith, I'll probably use them interchangeably. I'm standing too close to the stream and it is causing tech issues. Look, no, I'm sorry, Jared, you can't take credit for this. This is all me, baby. God knows that this shit would collapse if I gave it a second. No. Oh. The audio is having a fun.
Oh,
All right.
no.
No, the game, it was a bit loud on my end, so...
Oh, I thought you meant that you were cutting out again.
No. Alright, that, and I'm gonna move a few things around. Yeah, and these are the keyboard controls. Although the version that was ported will still use, I think, the original keyboard controls when it tells you to do things, so that was all done with, like, the numpad, which was not what they needed at all. I'm not going to start a new game, and of course seeing this screen after seeing what happens at the end of Remake has interesting implications, all things. All things considered, if I can break Raven's streams from across the ocean, well, that's a good point, but what I'm saying is this is literally pure Lorelai stream breakage, I am good at that, the thing. Alright, y'all in the audience, let me know if I actually do get, like, if this does end up getting too loud. Yeah, so that's... It sounds loud to me, but there have been moments where, like, the stream will think that it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other part of it is that, like, audio sensory shit can affect the way the main host can play stuff. So I'd say your needs auditorily kind of take priority in that regard.
Okay. Wait. Was this... That was with her in the party? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh! That's right.
Last time on Final Fantasy VII.
Huh.
I love
Don't you steal! Deadly Waste was stolen. Good job, I guess.
You violated the law.
Received-
in this game, you can't
received-
just, like, shout at people and they fall over.
Received Deadly Waste. I know that it was stolen from me. I did not want that back.
Yeah.
You can keep it.
Hello, Goldilocks.
Now forfeit.
Also, I'm just double checking audio levels versus the game. Looks like it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's not super loud, it's just like, for me, it feels like it's really loud. He stole Deadly Waste, but then he gave it back when I killed him. But like I was saying, I'm perfectly fine not having that Deadly Waste, you know?
Yeah, you know what? You go ahead and keep that biohazard.
No, I don't... Oh, God. I have actually a saved picture from when Luke posted something to his Twitter, and then it got actually copied over to Tumblr, and so I did a screenshot of that.
Oh.
Going the full circle.
Remember that time Luigi weaponized his own depression, the negative zone? Luigi's Final Smash. As exotic music plays, he performs a dance befitting a sorceress incantation. A barrier envelops him, negatively impacting all in his area. Random effects include getting launched, sleeping, moving in slow motion, tripping, fainting, and losing attack power.
Sounds like the work of an enemy stand.
This technique is a
Swear to
reflection...
God, Griffin.
This technique is the reflection of the dark side he embraced in his brother's shadow. So, like, yeah, so Luke posted that to his Twitter. It got screenshotted and posted to Tumblr, at which point I reblogged it. And he saw that and reblogged it with, "Even my friends are reblogging it, help me!" Because it was one of the viral things that he made. So,
It's his
anyway.
Bankai.
Hey, people! Welcome! And if you guys were not here for the introduction, I'm joined by Cybernetic, Pink Eye, Red as a Tomato, and Alex. Two of which are regular co-hosts of mine.
I like how, like, most of us have these weird outlandish, like, this is Lorelei, this is Cybernetic Pink Eye, this is Red as a Tomato, this is AEW, and then it's just Alex.
Yeah.
That's because...
I don't get the honor of being addressed by my screen name.
Okay, Toxic Evulsionist, or Alex versus the Internet, or how many screen names do you use on the Internet?
2! Only 2! Toxic Emulsionist and Alex versus Internet. You just said both of them.
You know, I suppose that raises the question, where did Toxic Evulsionist come from?
Do you
What's the
really
Homestuck
want me
thing?
to get into Homestuck on this stream?
I was gonna
Point.
say, it's
Fair
a
point.
Homestuck thing, Buddy Boo.
It's,
Did I just call you Buddy
very
Boo?
old. Yeah, you
I
did
mean,
just call
it's
me
on
Bu-
record.
It's Buddy Boo.
That's my new username now.
Cybernetic Buddy Boo.
You know what? It's still more appealing than Pink Eye.
Cybernetic Buddy Boo. How about, you don't do that. There we go.
Okay, but could you not,
Must you
though?
police everything I do?
Yes. Also, the game audio is a little bit on the loud side for me, so I'm probably going to be turning that down momentarily.
That's fair.
Yeah. Make it comfortable for you.
It's also making it hard to hear you guys, which, you know.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, to be fair, we're a little more than a distraction.
Yeah.
That is incorrect. Alright. I love how there's an instant sound drop, especially because it was, like, reaching the peak of its, like, climax in the
Crescendo.
music. Yeah. Alex, aka Alex versus the Internet, aka Toxic Abolition? Avulsion?
Abolition. Abolitionist, that's my new name now.
Oh my god.
It's avulsionist, but abolition is also good.
Toxic.
In fairness, avulsionist is not a real word.
Well, neither is most of the words in Homestuck, let's be real.
Very true.
You know what? Toxic abolitionist sounds like someone who is an alcohol advocate during the Prohibition era.
Oh my god, Vision, we're in the Roaring 20s again. So
We really are.
Except
Hey.
we straight to depression, but you know.
Hey, so I think that this is the corrected version. Let's see. The going into this. Let's see.
Oh, auto.
This
Define
guy.
corrected.
It's supposed to be this guy are sick. Well, it is supposed to be this guy is sick, but originally this was this guy are sick.
Oh god. Yeah.
OMFZ.
This guy is actually. Let's see. I don't know when it's exactly popping up for you, Jane. I don't know how much of a delay there is. I wonder about having you voice Eris.
Ooh.
Cause it's kind of your voice range. Do you have it on screen? Well, the only way for me to do that, I think, would be to screen share it over Discord, which
Yeah.
maybe I could do.
I mean, only one way to find out.
If you did, it would mean that we'd actually get to be able to react to the game in real time rather than on a 10-second delay.
So
Oh, that's true.
if we're able to do that, although the thing is that I'm going to do this tentatively because it might put a demand on the stream, which if it does, then I'm going to be having to cancel that. But hey,
Yeah, bear
We
with
can
us.
experiment.
Yeah.
so that'll be up. Hopefully. Autocorrect only works when you don't want it to. Abolition. Yeah, this guy is getting down with the sickness. Get up, get down with the sickness. All right.
Oh, the fish.
So, can you guys see the game?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I can hear it.
you can hear the game actually. Wow.
Sweet. Yeah, it'll go through on the Discord. So, Jane, if you would do the honors.
So, okay, so is she like mid-range? It's like, this guy is sick.
That's actually pretty good. She's meant to be, I think, a little bit on the well, I hate to say the higher end because for you the higher end is tea kettle.
Diagnose you with
I
soprano.
just whatever feels natural.
Honestly, just go. I mean, like I said, this is me stereotyping you, but it's meant to be like a more, sweeter, gentler tone, which is something that you have.
Or she's even color coded for you.
I mean, okay.
Okay, Dickies, so, yeah, this guy is sick. He passed out nearby, and someone must have helped him here.
Thank you for walking inside of me, Eris.
You're welcome.
All right. All right. How about Alex?
I'm sorry, I'm just the fucking image of you saying, of you just seeing, ooh, and just thinking, you know who that is? Alex.
Jane, we'll give you Eris. She's one of the main characters, beloved. Alex, you get the leper.
Wait. Oh, for a second, Phoenix, I was genuinely confused when you were saying Red is totally Aerith. I was like, no, Red 13 hasn't been introduced yet. Oh, right.
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna be Cloud, and actually Griffin does the perfect Barrett.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alex, do your line.
Perfect is a strong word.
Ooh,
Oh, come on.
I don't get what there's no contextual information.
He's sick!
I'll give you context. Someone just told you that English scones are disgusting.
No, but see, then I'm not gonna speak. I'm not
Okay,
speaking then, because
another one.
speaking is
Biscuits
energy
and
that
gravy.
could be used
Look,
to
look,
fist fight.
Alex, here's your context, alright? This guy are sick.
Oh yeah, this guy is sick.
Biscuits and gravy the first time, and he's not having it.
Ooh, ah, oh,
There we go.
oh.
That
Is that it? That's it.
Harris popped up inside of me, and I was just like,
Eris is like a xenomorph.
Anyway.
It's pretty nice inside of you. Wait, I mean, okay, hold on.
Have fun, comment section.
This is the one. Won't you help him?
I love how she's laughing at this guy being sick.
It's because he's got sickness disease.
Yeah.
Symptom syndrome. Ooh.
Listen, I'm no doctor. You legit are a perfect heiress, actually.
Yeah.
Screams got to help! Oh wait, hey, that man has a tattoo. I think it's number 2.
It's a tattoo!
Walk
Time
into
to
you again.
enter his body.
It's like-
You know what? I really enjoyed giving my one line twice. I feel like I've grown as a voice actor.
What am I doing? I'm walking around looking at the ground. You find lots of things people dropped when you look down. You never find them when you're looking up, right?
Why did you
Okay,
go
Pokemon
vaudeville with
trainer.
that one?
Alright, Alex.
We only trade items for Gil here.
I don't
What
need
would
any
you
of
like
that.
to buy?
I don't need any of that. What? No!
Never mind the giant cigarettes I'm standing behind.
Why did you walk back? Why did you walk back?
I diagnosed them with Pokemon Trainer.
Still animal cruelty.
Do you want to be the... Hey.
Hey,
They
Griffin.
become friends?
Hey. Hey, didn't your mother ever teach you not to barge into houses and open up people's freezers?
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that. Sorry.
Look, I'm angry, my eyes are twitching.
Unfortunately, Cloud was raised by Link from Legend of Zelda.
You're not wrong. I don't
Where's
care
the
if it's
house?
scrap metal or materia. You couldn't get anything here in the slums. Got a lot of good materia here. Why don't you look it over?
That was offensive to my people.
I literally put no effort into it.
I know.
That's why, Griffin. That's why.
Oh my. Let's see. I think
Why did
I'm...
you turn into Snorlax there?
That's why.
No, you know what that was? That's Jigglypuff when she gets, pissed off. She just puffs up.
Oh my god, Nick.
God, now I'm just fucking thinking about the Professor Oak Jigglypuff cover of A Whole New World from Aladdin.
God.
I
What kind of
love
Pokemon are you? How do you do the things you do? Why do I remember that?
Out of the way! Move! You want something? Move into the store! Alright.
Which is to say bus.
Taking care of yourself is the law of the slum. Oh, wait. Go ahead and do this one, Griffin.
Taking care of yourself is the law of the slums. But to do that, first you need weapons, right? Never mind me, I'm tetanus.
Would you
Everyone
like
in
me
chat fell
bomb?
asleep because Jigglypuff was singing.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, I don't need 11 of them. Christ.
I think you do.
I don't need 11 of them! Fuck you!
Listen, re-gifting is one of the few pleasures you have in the slums.
You need 12, actually. That's why.
No, you're not gonna have... Alright, I'm gonna equip some things now.
Yes.
Oh
You...
boy.
I'm gonna give you one of these.
Aw, you shouldn't have.
Wait,
No,
which
literally,
one's...
you shouldn't have. This is rusty.
There we go.
I've already gotten cut.
Oh, but if you get too soon, I won't get cut again.
Oh, joy.
I worry about you people.
You are you people? The fuck are you on about?
I worry about myself as well. That's called
well,
anxiety, bitch.
Also, if you see me randomly flipping through things, wow, what? No! Stop! I'm getting used to the controls again.
Also, I realized I missed out on a gold opportunity to. What do you mean, you people?
Oh my god, bitch!
Alex.
Hello? Everything President Shimura says is a lie. But you can't trust that Avalanche or whatever you call them.
Antifa? Jesus.
You can bat it around all you like, but it all comes down to wanting to live like the people up there. So who do I believe in? Myself. Me. I never lie to myself, that's for sure.
It's my ninja way.
Believe.
I believe in the heart of the cards.
No, that's in FF10.
Turtle Paradise News #1. For delicious wine with a nice zing to it, stop by the Turtle's Paradise. How's it going, kid?
This fucking kid with his mouth hanging open.
No one will find it. Top drawer and the bottom one. Okay. So, Cloud, huh? Hoping the hidden drawer between them, huh? 5 gil. I don't need 5 gil.
I love me just again. Like I know it's a limitation of this the software, but you just walk in on them and the kids just going.
Oh my god,
Never make that sound again.
On the
I've gone
contrary,
my entire life so far. I've gone 20 years having never heard that sound for you. And I wish I could go 20 more.
Hopefully the next jump will be the jump home.
God, I wish.
It's been 84 years.
it's been 1 week since you gargled at me.
Wait, did you say 1 wink since you gargled at me?
1 week, I mean.
I mean, it worked. Everyone is winking in this.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
I just love the idea that all these people have like so many like materia and airborne diseases and just various traumas that they can't help but flinch whenever they're in conversation.
Especially with Cloud. To be fair, it's Cloud.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in the gated community,
I'm home, Mom. I'm home.
I'm home. I was spending my time inside this boy. He's fine.
for a second, I read that as "This is my Cloud."
Yeah, well,
This is Cloud, my boyfriend. I mean bodyguard.
okay, but... Bodyguard?
Bodyguard.
No, I'm playing Elmira, fuck you.
Okay.
Anyway, Bodyguard, you were followed again? Are you alright? You're not hurt, are you?
I'm alright. I had Cloud with me.
Thank you, Cloud.
So what are you going to do now?
Going to Disneyland.
Is Sector 7 far from here? Is Sector 7 far from here? I want to go to Tifa's bar.
Oh? Is Tifa a grill? I mean a girl?
Grill.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's really good at cooking.
She's like Arby's. She has the meat.
Wow! Also, I love that you can tell that this was made in 1997 because look at the size of that fucking TV on the right.
My
God.
God.
Oh, it's the
God.
size of a
That
person.
fucking CRT.
I don't know. It's so weird to me that like the amount that TVs have changed size in my lifetime.
Yeah.
In your lifetime? I mean,
Yeah,
okay.
because my lifetime has been shorter than yours.
Exactly!
From our perspective.
Yeah, imagine how much it's changed since I was baby. Excuse me. Anyway,
Whilst-
in response to is Tifa a grill? Yeah.
Girl?
I just realized there's an easy skirt steak joke there.
Girlfriend?
Yeah. Yeah. That's right.
Oh, how nice. Nice.
Oh God, she's so pissed.
Nice.
That's another name to the list. Can you spell that out for me?
Let's see. Sector 7? I'll show you the way.
And then
She's
we'll get
losing
reunion
it!
and separate it.
She's losing it! Eris is so pissed she's just like dying on the scene.
I'll show you the way it leads him to a fucking trash compactor.
Just, it's the same at the end of the fucking portal tests that GLaDOS runs.
Yes.
Dumping you into the fire, like, now be prepared for our I don't know what the actual quote is, I've never actually played Portal. Go ahead and assassinate me, that's fine. Anyway,
God, fish.
I'll show you the way!
Yeah, I'll show by the way. It's fine. Everything's hunky-dory here.
You gotta be kidding. Why do you want to put yourself in danger again?
Because I crave death. I'm used to it.
Because she's yandere.
I'm used to it.
Used to it? Well, I don't know. Getting help from Cloud! You're voiced by one!
How many times has Tifa kicked your ass?
I know, right?
Cloud? You bitch?
What?
A girl? What do you mean by that? You expect me to just sit by quietly after hearing you say something like that?
But hang on. Hang on, there's a cat.
Well, I mean, yeah, we see the makings of a cat fight here, so.
Cat!
Someone hold Cloud's earrings.
Cat!
God.
Blackajacka! No! The cat!
Watch out, everyone, the black materia is attacking.
Wow!
Oh my god, man.
Imagine, I'm just picturing now the giant fucking meteor coming up on Midgar, and like it's got this big, deep, resonant.
It reminds me of those videos someone makes where they like digitally edit their cat into a bunch of movie clips.
Oh my god, fish cat going turbo.
Anyway, there was a line on screen.
Oh, right, let me try that again, sorry. You expect me to just sit by quietly after hearing you say something like that? I'll take you on. Oh, Mom! I'm taking Cloud. Mom, I'm taking Cloud to Sector 7. I'll be back in a while.
Excuse me, bitch?
She just slides down.
Look, graphical limitations. But, dear, I give up. You never listen once you've made. Wow, passive aggressive much? Jesus. Once you've made up.
You're adopted.
I mean, yeah, she is.
Always was.
But if you must go, why don't you go tomorrow? It's getting late now.
Yeah, you're right, Mom.
I just thought of something really bad. Like,
What?
Cloud looking at Eris like, she's cake, Sephiroth always was.
No, my God.
Griffin? No.
Don't die!
The word you are looking for is no.
Eris,
Oh, God.
Eris, please go make the bed. Alright.
I'm gonna make the bed now.
Is it because I'm a girl? Is that it, Mom?
Ugh.
That glow in your eyes. You're from Soldier, right? Oh my God, cat!
Could you be the son of the Dragon King?
Yeah. Or... He's gotten worse!
I think Cat wants to be in the game. Lord.
He's a Cloudist.
He's not even at my room! He's at another door! Anyway. Yeah. Or, I used to be. I don't know how to say this, but... Could you please jump in a pile of lava? Wait. Could you please leave here tonight without telling Eris?
I don't know how to
better
tell you this,
not.
but fuck off the edge of my dick.
Soldier, the last thing Eris needs is to get hurt again. Alright.
Also, I love the size of those fucking flowers.
Oh, yeah.
They're huge.
Well, she is a flower girl.
Yeah.
You need to go through Sector 6 to get to Sector 7.
Oops.
Sector 6 is a little dangerous, so you need to get some. So you'd better get some rest tonight.
Sector
you-
6 is a little.
Is a little.
Just a little. Cloud? Oh, good night.
Bye.
Wakes up in the morning, he's got a cast on his leg.
I
A misery
Oh,
scenario.
no.
was literally gonna
You
say.
can't go anywhere.
Oh,
You can
man.
never leave.
Oh. Oh, man.
Done fudged up, dude. You done fudged up.
I mean, that's just it. There's only 2 bedrooms up there. One must be for
Seem-
Mom, and one must be for Eris.
Seem pretty tired. Huh? I haven't slept in a bed like this for a long time.
bed.
Oh, yeah. Ever since then. Yeah.
Since the bed thief stole my bed.
My, how you've grown. I'll bet the girls never leave you alone.
Oh my god.
Not really. I'm worried about you. There are a lot of temptations in the city. I'd feel a lot better if you just settled down with a nice girlfriend.
I'm worried too, Mom. I'm paralyzed from the waist down.
I'm alright.
It feels oddly like, don't go to the city and find the gays.
But Ma, I want a
Temptation.
boyfriend.
But Mom,
You-
I am the gays.
You should have a boyfriend. One that'll take care of you.
An older girlfriend, one that would take care of you?
I think-
You're looking for a mother.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
his mom ships the mommy types.
Look,
Please do not
Oh my.
search
Mind
for
you-
a partner who is going to be your parent.
mind you,
That's not healthy.
I want to point out that even in like all of the official material, Eris is 1 year older than Cloud is. That's probably why they included this in here, among other things, because Tifa's the same age as him. Eris is 1 year older. And yes, this is Japan. Of course they have a problem with mommy shipping. Red 13 is a type of cat-like creature.
I mean, Japan has a problem with family shipping in general. Whether it be siblings or cousins or mothers or...
Anyway, we're gonna step off of that subject.
Yeah.
I think
I'll save that for a video.
I think that would be the best for you. I'm not interested.
Where did Mom sleep?
Yeah, where did Mom go?
Well, again, I told you, one of those has to be for Mom, and one of those has to be for Eris.
Yeah,
must
but look
have-
where Eris is.
I must have fallen asleep. She's probably like in the kitchen.
Again, where she lives, because this is the 90s.
Sector 7, past Sector
Yo.
6. I should be alright by myself.
Just rips out the phoenix down from the pillows.
I mean... So this is a
Can
thing where you don't
imagine
want to
a pillow
run.
laying a Phoenix down though? It would be the most expensive pillow ever.
She's just gone. The mom's just gone.
Oh. You know, when I'm not necessary to the plot, I evaporate as well.
Just like red shirts.
God, fish.
I love how, like, remake, they turn, like, escaping from Eris's house into this whole, like, don't trip over the objects or else you'll wake her up.
Oh my god, fish. Did they really?
Yep.
By the way, for those for the uninitiated, Jane uses interesting vernacular in place of common phrases like fudge to replace the F word.
Hot fish for God and whole wheat fudge for holy fuck.
Yep.
Hashtag let Jane say fuck.
I've said that word before. I don't want to demonetize her stream though.
It's okay. We're past the first minute.
Okay. Yeah, I've said fuck before.
She said a swear.
Also, hi, Rob.
That is a no-no word.
Hello, Rob.
Hi, Rob.
The word for abridging. Hi.
You talented motherfucker.
Oh wait, Homestuck too, because the house is deaf.
No. Homestuck 2 is not allowed in my good Christian Roblox server.
Homestuck 2, Dirk's fanfiction.
Listen. You're right, and you should say it, but also don't.
I'm in pain.
You,
Taking care of yourself as well. Cut me off, why don't you?
I will, in a matter of fact.
Oh,
would you like to
Rob says
sell?
that you're valid,
This is
Alex.
same with everybody.
yeah,
Who wants
Robin
my
tends to say
snaggle puss
that
sounding
and,
ass?
strategically ignore him so that it doesn't come to Law's attention.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't see you anymore.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
pretend I do not see.
I think we should see other people. Oh god.
We just have this image
This is the-
of Eris coming out of Cloud.
This is the
saying,
equivalent
"I
of
think
window
we should
shopping.
see other people, and then going
Yes.
back into him.
Rob, you are correct. Alex is valid. Also,
Unfortunately, Robin has been banned from the Emerald live stream.
I like how Eris used instant transmission to get here.
You're up bright and early. I'm Sonic fast, you see.
I couldn't
Eh?
ask you to go. I knew it would be dangerous.
Are you done?
I said one sentence.
That was the perfect reading of "Are you done?"
Are
Like,
you gonna cry? Shit your pants, maybe?
He doesn't come.
wow.
Gonna go? Wait, what?
High five, Alex.
Okay.
Anyway, so Sector 7, guys, let's go to heaven. All right, let's see.
You know, let's go to heaven. Taken out of context, not exactly the best suggestion to someone.
Let's go to heaven. Steps outside and takes a deep breath.
God, bitch, let's go past Sector 6 to go to Sector 7. I'll take you there. Come on.
Vroom.
Ugh.
Keep up.
Wacky shenanigans!
All right, have a good night, Rob. All right, so this is
Robin.
the
Thanks,
segment
Rob.
I brought you guys in here for, because now is when I do some grinding.
Uh-huh.
Woo.
Oh boy, the grind.
And no, Eris, get your
The
mind out of
grind
the
never
gutter.
stops.
What the fudge?
Something sports students, insert some Bible quote. The grind never stops. Scholarships, being a white boy.
Oh my god, bitch. Fire!
Am I a sports student yet?
Something about... I get the image in my head of Jane holding up a match. It's like barely lit by the darkness.
No, you're absolutely right.
The chaotic energy.
Oh, yes.
Fire.
What's Eris's alignment? Chaotic horny.
I mean,
Yeah,
Fishing A.
prove me wrong.
Cod fishing A.
it's even more evident in remake, really. Although so is Jess or Jessie.
Oh god, Jesse is... Like, there's... Fucking...
I was gonna say chaotic stupid, but ow.
Well, I mean, ¿por qué no los dos?
True. Fire.
They really made Jesse horny on main and remake, I swear.
OMG. It's like the sugar spice and.
Oh, I took Cure off of her. I'm smart. No one has Restore right now. Sweet. Okay.
You guys don't need help.
Does anyone look at the enemy and think it is a house? It's literally meant to be a house. So
She's a brick da-da-da-da house.
This house is not a home.
I'll give you shelter like you've done for me.
I've been cured. Amazing.
Just Eris gets hit by a missile. Fire!
So yeah. Here's
Fire.
oh,
Oh, those are lovely.
aren't they though? So here's a good opportunity to talk about Modem.
How did I just know you were going to say that?
Well, because that's just it. This last week was actually super wholesome. Like, we had a chill session because we went on this big mission over to Faerun, and we not only collected the bodies that we went there to collect, we also picked up a Kuzbrite, who was a former mage of Dahia. is presently a former mage of Dahlia. He was also among the most devoted of the mages of Dahlia. So the fact that we got the nat 20 when we did is this beautiful moment that unfortunately Jane wasn't even there for initially.
Yeah, I wasn't. I missed the entire thing.
Thankfully, not only do we record every session we do, but I also took the initiative in capturing that moment.
That video was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's greatly appreciated. But it was a beautiful session that we had this last time where the kids basically just hung out at the mansion and had a sleepover. There was a lot of different little conversations that happened, but then the shippening.
I took one for the team and helped make all your ships happen.
Oh my lord!
Jesus.
Jane, you just came back from dying. Don't do this now.
Jane, Digivolve too.
But let's see. I mean, the Scout and Ophelia ship has already been in full swing for a while now, and they had some cute moments in there. The Owen Curtis ship was a surprise. I mean, we kind of saw it coming, but like, it finally took the turn where Owen randomly decided to kiss Curtis on the cheek because Curtis kissed Scout on the cheek. So they were playing the King's game. For those who don't know what that is. How about you fuck off, House? Anyway.
I thought you were just gonna say, for those who don't know what that is, fuck off.
I am at my limit!
But like, okay. Basically the idea is kind of like a spin the bottle sort of thing, where you randomly pick numbers, whomever actually gets the king gets to deliver an order to the, to another number, and it's randomly selected. So, would you fucking stop? Don't pummel me, House. Okay, I don't think this is the method I should be going with this. Anyway, so at one point, the character, one of their friends, because there were a bunch of the classmates that were hanging out at the mansion, you know, inadvertently joining the sleepover in the process. I know, right?
Someone's got a lot to say.
But, so Owen and Curtis finally got to have their shippening moment. It was actually really beautiful and very, very sweet.
Very wholesome.
Yeah, also, hey Jess, how come your mom lets you have 2 girlfriends?
Oh yeah, so one of the dares at one point was kiss the cheek of someone that you have had a crush on. And so Rachel, who has been friends with both Emma and Jess, walked up to both Emma and Jess and kissed each of them on the cheek. And so that led to a conversation where they were like, all right, there's room in this relationship for another girlfriend, and Rachel just like, damn it.
And so now the polycule is real.
And
I also love the detail how, like, because, like, from the first session when, like, Owen and Yona were defending one another, everyone's like, I could ship it a little. And it was revealed that Yona at one point, before she knew Owen was gay, had a crush on him.
Yep. Although, and then this is the thing, this is more meta knowledge, I don't think that Yona has said anything to the effect, but she's apparently had crushes on basically everyone.
I mean, fair.
Not to diminish the Owen crush.
Oh yeah, I even had Owen go, listen, I'm gay, but...
Yeah, but like, among others...
I do find intelligence incredibly attractive.
Among others...
I diagnosed you with sapiosexual.
Among others, Yona has also had a crush on Emma, she has had a crush on Ophelia, which is funny. What, are you trying to flatten my girlfriend? I think not.
Oh, so now I'm your girlfriend.
No.
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 What? die.
I mean, that's just it. Like, I will say, I very much appreciate how they made the relationship and dynamic between Eris and Tifa a lot healthier. I could see a polycule working in remake.
Honestly, I mean, it was actually pretty healthy in the original anyway. Like,
True, but
they actually got along far better, and even in the instance of the fact that there was something of a, you know, there was something of a sort of a jealousy angle. I'm using the free sleep location, by the way, for recovering.
Yeah.
you mean Eris?
Wow.
Anyway, back to the wholesome. We had a lot of really cute moments in the middle of the King's game. We also had okay, so at one point, Ophelia, upon seeing everyone assembled for the sleepover, clapped her hands and said, "Good, now we all get to sleep together." And immediately the adults in the room immediately went, "Nope!" And immediately walked right out, and that included both Duo and Weldon, and Prin decided to join them. And so, Duo and Weldon got to have a nice little heart-to-heart, talking about various things, Duo opening up about getting some feelings for another NPC character.
The one that we wrote all together as a party.
God, this, yeah. I'm glad that Prin was there for the icon votes. I'm just like, yes, she can support this!
And I love how, like ages ago, like, Owen looked at, like, Ruby and then just said to Duo, "She's way out of your league, you know." And then, like, ages later, Duo's like, "Oh! Oh!"
That's what he meant!
Yeah. So, there was that. There was a lot of little moments where the timing would work out perfectly for something. Like, okay, it came to one of the characters' turns, and they basically were like, "Alright, say something embarrassing about yourself," and accidentally picked Ken, who has had an incident in the past with a spin-the-bottle-esque game where he was dared to kiss Jay, whom he has had feelings for. And he passed out at that party, unfortunately. So being asked and being singled out to say, "Tell us one embarrassing thing about yourself," in front of Jay, no less, who was there for that party, triggered him passing out. Now, this ended up being a whole cute little chain of events, among other things. So, while Weldon and Duo were hanging out outside of the ballroom and letting the other kids play their games, Weldon suggested, "Well, I've got a bottle of elven wine. You want to crack that open?" And so,
I'm gonna bring it out and... Oh, yes, I can give it
like, it was the two of them were like, so it's like, just don't tell the others. Let's keep this from the kids. It seems a little excessive, House. And just as Weldon was pulling it out, Ophelia and Louis were carrying Ken out of the room. And Ophelia was just like, "Oh, really?" And so Louis and Ophelia carrying Ken out of the room, because it was like one of those coordinated things where, you know, both friends of Ken and recognizing the situation that he was in, they both immediately got up and carried him off, because they knew that this was probably the last thing he wanted in front of Jay. So they put him in a side room, they get him kind of set up, and as they're talking, and it's like, "He'll be okay," and then Ophelia commented, "I mean, at least he's not passed out in front of Jay, right?" And Jay knocked at the door.
Through Dungeons and Dragons, you can experience all of your greatest fantasies, like high school romance drama.
Yeah, that's what this last episode kind of was.
I mean, again, we asked for it when we entered a campaign made by Miss Anime.
Yeah, true.
We love you, but...
Like when Jay initially walked out of the room, like Weldon was trying to take out the wine again, and that's when Jay walked out, and it's like, where did the others go? So Prin had to be like, down the hall.
I mean, again, so many rom-com moments in this last session.
There were there were so many beautiful. I think one of my favorite ones was literally the cliffhanger for what's going to happen next session, which was Duo and Weldon having been suitably toasted alongside with Prin, and Duo saying, "What we said doesn't leave this room. Nobody else can know about it." And Ophelia walked into the room.
Yeah.
Just everyone barging into the room during various parts of the night, but sticking Duo being like, I like a girl who can kick my ass. And there's nothing
That's a great one.
That was Rachel that walked in on that.
Oh, no, Rachel was before that, wasn't it?
Well, she was before Ophelia, but
Yeah, but that was what Rachel. Because funnily enough, that's also Rachel's type.
yeah.
God, I really thought it was Yuna, but okay.
No, we've got a lot of people in this group, NPCs and otherwise, who are basically like, you can kick my ass, you can step on me,
I can use the heels.
Wow. Anyway,
Anyway.
But you're in no position to judge.
I love
Your
that.
dominatrix ass character.
I love that Ophelia got king twice by random,
Yeah.
and of course, Scout got king once, and he was actually kind of confused. The thing is that he's not someone who's ever played teenage games, whether it was on this side or in Faerun. So, like, you know, he was kind of like, what do I do? And, I may as well do this. Anyway, so he was like, I don't know what to do, and I think it was Ophelia who even said, like, aren't you used to ordering people around? So kind of, like, cleared his throat and goes, all right, whomever I pick has to fetch us all refreshments. And it's like, that is the nerdiest dare. It was so wholesome, and it was just like, yeah. And Ophelia's like, that's my boyfriend, all right.
I would.
He's
I would.
trying
I'd
his
do
best.
that.
But
Snacks.
I think, I mean, among other things, so even leading into the... So, okay, I'll say this much. The first round of the King's Game with Ophelia as king was the number I call, you have to hold the hand of the person who's to your right for 1 minute, and the number she picked happened to be one of Jess's, who's another player character's, her siblings, Nathaniel, and the person to his right was Curtis. And so they had to hold hands for 1 minute. Another round happened, or another round started, I think, and it was tell something embarrassing about yourself. It was another, like, tell us one of your, like, an embarrassing moment. And Curtis went, well, once I forgot that there was glass in a glass door, and kind of walked right into it. And it was just kind of like a cute little moment. So he ended up being incidentally targeted by that one. And he ended his turn. And then I think it was... Or what was it? I forget exactly what it was.
The next one was, like, Scout and Curtis's.
Yeah, no, I think it was, whomever it was like, whomever I pick has to, kiss me on the, it was Megan, I think, that was doing it, has to kiss me on the cheek. And Curtis was kind of unwilling, and she's like, all right, but if I have to pick a number for you to kiss on the cheek, then you have to do it. And Curtis was just like, and I love that initially Curtis was selected, and then Gab started to go, no, let's roll this again. Let's pick someone else. And I'm like, no, it's Curtis. Do it again. This is hilarious. And so he was picked for it, and he goes, oh, come on! Because 3 things in a row targeted him. And
it comes in threes.
So Megan was like, all right, you have to pick number 2. And Scout dropped his head into his hands, going, I don't like this game, Ophelia.
And that was the con save that I did not roll well on for Owen. So he was a beat.
He was also a jealous beat who... So Curtis kissed Scout on the cheek, and Ophelia's like, it's okay, I know where your heart is. And so they were kind of like, yeah, okay, I guess. And then Curtis did, and I did actually draw a picture for it, and Ophelia was basically like, look, anyone can kiss your cheek. That's pretty platonic, all things
Yeah.
considered.
But pick someone special to clap your cheeks.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I mean, but, so the two of them were fairly awkward, but as soon as Curtis, kissed Scout's cheek, Ophelia kissed Scout's cheek and said, just evening it out.
And so then I rolled a wisdom save for Owen. He didn't roll well, so I had him turn around, embarrassed, and kiss Curtis's other cheek.
Uh-huh.
Dreams.
And mind you, Owen doesn't have lips anymore. So
No, it was just...
like, someone pressing up a stone toy against his face.
I hit this game of emotions we play. Yeah. But these kids, like, I love them so much. There was even, like, towards the beginning of the session, like, Kuzbright. So, funny story. Kuzbright was not going to be allowed to leave Faerun unless he was dead because of his intimate connection with Dahlia. So they worked a way around that by soul pushing him out of his body. And then taking the body and keeping his soul in a jar, taking it back to the other side, and our resident cleric, who has resurrection as a spell once a day, did that. Duo resurrected Kuzbright after we brought him through. They also summoned the goddess Katessa, and
Basically to make sure that Kuzbright wouldn't have to worry about Dahlia reaching her nasty digits into his soul.
exactly, basically cleansing him of the connection to Dahlia. So
Yeah.
he woke up and was kind of, like, very resigned. It was suggested that he might be able to go from being a paladin of Dahlia to being a paladin of Katessa, but he was like, I really don't want to become an Oathbreaker paladin. So,
Which
like...
is fair.
Yeah, it's exactly. He is still a decent enough fucking fighter, That's not really an issue, and he can still help train other people to become better fighters as need be.
Yeah.
But I wrote out a very long speech, which I appreciate that people were patient with me for, for dealing with. Where Ophelia reached out to Kuzbright, basically saying, from the start, I kind of always knew that if there was anyone on this team, on Dahia's side, that could be convinced willingly, it was going to be you. And basically, like, I have a lot of respect for you. I had respect for you when we met because, you were willing to be vulnerable with me about something that you cared a great deal about. So, that always kind of stuck with me. I always thought you were fairly reasonable. Unlike, a certain associate of yours. But basically saying it means a lot to me that you did choose, of your own volition to come and join us. And he was like, thanks. It was a lot more somber than that, a lot more solemn. But that's like the only thing that you can say to this long ass speech of this girl saying, like, actually, you were pretty cool, yo. He did kind of acknowledge her points about everything, appreciating her candor among everything else.
Yeah.
But one of the reasons why I even had that be brought up was because early on, when they actually first met Kuzbright, she was inquiring about what was going on. And I think someone needs healing. Right.
I need healing.
I crave death. Wait, no.
It's the opposite.
Back!
But so Ophelia was questioning, trying to buy time, because she kind of recognized that these were some powerful motherfuckers that they were looking at. And in the process of asking, like, okay, so, what's going on? What deities do you serve? And he ended up actually giving her an amulet, which had both Shirobos and Tia on the amulet, and Ophelia kept that. Like, initially she was going to use it to do research or to find some way to use it to reach out to these gods or whatever else was going on. But she held on to it, among other things, because it was the symbol of Kuzbright being, like, you know, willing to part with something important to him. Especially because the symbol that was on it was the super secret symbol of Dahia that only basically mages of Dahia or people in that inner circle would have. So he was kind of inviting her to kind of just, like, be part of that inner circle. Or at least be connected with that side of things.
God.
So that was one of those things that ended up being kind of meaningful to her, even if they were on opposite sides of things. Even if she fried his ass like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Like KFC.
Which I had earlier tonight, and I have not had that in years, and I forgot how good it was.
Dull.
I actually got it tonight because I use Uber Eats for delivery because I can't exactly leave the house very much right now because, you know, pandemic or some shit like that. Did I save? I don't think I saved.
Uh-oh.
I need to save.
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
And if I did save and I didn't remember, well, welcome to my brain.
Better be safe than sorry.
What?
Oh yeah, you never save too many times in an RPG.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can if it's something they actually count against you, but... Excuse me. But I today normally I get other types of foods through Uber Eats. Yes, good. Okay. Anyway, but KFC had a deal where if you spent a certain amount, you would actually get some free fries with that. So I was like, okay, that's a pretty decent deal. And I haven't had KFC in a while, so maybe I want to kind of give this a shot, see how that feels. And it was pretty good. It turned out pretty tasty. But they didn't give me my sauce. I ordered sauce. They did not provide the sauce.
Oh no.
I was
Fudged up.
I was mad. It's almost as if people are being diagnosed with sickness disease. God, I forget how much I love the set pieces of this game. I love me some KFC. Been a while since I've had it. Same. I mean, other than tonight, you know? So yeah, this last session was nice. Sorry, I gained a level in the limit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Another reason to spend some time leveling up. Anyway, it was super chill, ended on a whole bunch of good notes. I will say that I did leave it off with a cliffhanger, and kind of intentionally. I mean, it was good for the joke, because I already knew that, Ophelia was going to take a moment to, speak with Weldon after everything.
Yeah.
But of course, having it be what we said doesn't leave this room, and Ophelia walks into the room.
Hey guys, what's up?
No.
Hey guys, what's chilling up in here?
Gamers.
Y'all skelly.
And I have the sneaking suspicion that things are not going to be so good next time. Because again, the more that we build up the wholesome, the more that these kids have to lose.
Yeah.
Let them have some good as a treat.
They did! They had good. You nearly died giving them the good, Chiharu.
Understandable. Sacrifice.
Alright, level 10. I would probably want to get her up to at least level 11. I would want to actually do it to 12, come to think, so I may as well keep going with this anyway. What stays in this room stays in this room. Literally and everyone in D&D. Hello!
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god, stop. But, these kids are not going to be okay, and I say this because I know that things are not going to be okay for these kids.
At least not if you have anything to say about it.
Yeah, no, I have I have some of my own plans in the mix.
Streams.
And actually, the people who are in call with me already know what's kind of on the plate for what's coming next. At least some of it.
Oh, okay, so it's not spoilers for... Okay.
It's not spoilers for Griffin and Alex doesn't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Because it's not their campaign.
Sad.
I know, I would love to have you on board for it, but it's a kind of also already a pretty crowded thing.
Yeah.
Not only is it a crowded thing, I also believe it's a very awkward time for me.
That's, yeah, we start at like, I mean, we start at like 4, but like we also go until like 10 at night, so.
Which is like very,
Four-
very
4 in the morning.
4 in
Yeah.
the morning
On a Monday for you.
on a Monday. Great. Love that. Love that for me.
That would not work.
Aw.
But among other things, I mean, I'm not going to say it live on stream just in case anyone from our team decides to listen in.
Les.
Oh, no.
But I will say that, and I've showed this song to at least a couple of you, I am planning to do an animatic of that song that was recently introduced to me by Gab, and I've shown to at least a couple of y'all in call.
Yep.
Because it is so on the fucking nose
It really
for the
is.
character that it represents. Like, every last lyric, and Gab was like, I was listening to this and I kind of thought of your character, and I was like, you're really not wrong, oh my god. So, thankfully, that's gonna take a while to put together. If I do actually make that animatic, it's probably something that I'm going to be putting on the channel.
Ooh.
Among other things, I've also got an animatic planned for Ophelia's parents.
Yeah.
Die already! Anyway,
Die in a fire.
because the thing is that in this campaign so far, Blaine and Trudy Price have been kind of on the outs in terms of their relationship, but once upon a time, they were very much in love with each other.
Yeah.
Especially because he was like, you know, the young, smart, ambitious boy who genuinely fell in love with the rich, wealthy Ojo-san, or Ojo-sama, of one of the richest houses in town. Stop attacking my girl!
Yo, you heard him. Don't do that.
Oh, she looks just like us. Look at that tail.
I also want to point out, you notice how digital sounding this spell is?
Uh-huh.
Just pointing that out.
Yeah, we've had this discussion before, and it's
Oh.
an interesting idea.
Would you fucking stop? Die. Yeah, good. You're dead. Good. Excellent. Anyway, so the storyboarded thing would actually be a million dreams to... Oh yeah, it was Blaine fell in love with the wealthy Ojo-sama and basically promised her a world that was more than just being rich and everything that her stuffy old blood family kind of represented. So
Yeah.
she fell in love with him, they got married, they had high hopes for their future, but then somewhere along the line, Blaine got really caught up in the business side of things because he was trying so hard to impress her parents. And it was not necessary, but in the process of kind of shutting off from Trudy kind of went like, alright, well, I guess if you don't care about me, then I'm going to find something else better to do with my time, and was flirting with literally everyone.
As you do.
I mean, she has always been kind of a flirt, but it kind of got worse, over time. To the point where it is something that not only does she do a lot, but it's something that she passed on to her daughter.
Be back.
Okay.
Hi.
It's all good?
Yeah.
But I love that I keep hinting to the team that some horrible stuff is likely going to happen soon. Nice! Okay, sorry, I forgot it did that. But yeah, something terrible. Sorry?
Sorry, I was just saying I'm fascinated by this. I've never played even one Final Fantasy.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, I'm a uncultured swine.
I mean, it's not a matter...
Everyone's been cultured in one degree or another, my dude.
Yeah, everyone had... Like, for example, I don't know as much about Sonic, and just in general. Just in general, I don't much. I don't much.
I also don't much.
You... Anyway. You... Okay. But this was just one of those things, like, I remember ages ago, I was initially introduced to Final Fantasy VI, which was Final Fantasy III at the time.
Yeah.
Complicated because America is stupid. Okay, long story short, not all of the Final Fantasies in the Japanese lineup actually made it to America.
At first.
At first. They have since kind of re-released some of them. But initially they released 1, and then they missed 2 and 3. So then they released 4, and that came out as Final Fantasy II because it was the second Final Fantasy to be released in America. And then there was Final Fantasy V, which never made it to America initially. And then Final Fantasy VI was released in America, and since that was the third Final Fantasy to be released in America, it was Final Fantasy III.
And then they just skipped ahead to 7.
Yep. They were just like, alright, fuck it.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that I took that in. I wish I could say that I absorbed all that, but I really didn't, because I just got very confused very quickly.
Basically, it was only a handful of the Final Fantasies that came over to the United States, so they just went by them sequentially by what was released in the United States versus what was actually released in total. So, like...
Why?
Because America!
Okay, yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah.
Because it's America.
Thanks for that reason. This is America.
Look, that's a very apt song, and you know it.
Yeah.
All the Final Fantasies have since been released to the US, and they're going by the Japanese numbering now, so yeah, confusing. Basically, don't even worry about it nowadays, things are fine. They're all, just call it by their actual numbers, it's fine. But, Anyway, so Final Fantasy VII was the first one to actually release sequentially along with its release in Japan, so in the United States it went from Final Fantasy III to Final Fantasy VII, and there was like, well, what about the in-betweens? And it's like, oh, but you already saw them, at least some of them. So... And this was one of the ones that put Final Fantasy on the map. Like, the previous installments were pretty good. Like, people knew them, people loved them. I know that Final Fantasy VI to this day is probably still my favorite Final Fantasy. 7 is kind of the second one, honestly, in terms of the overall lineup.
Yeah.
They've been kind of in tandem with each other, I'll even say that much. They've both been something that I have loved very dearly over the years.
That's fair. Like, I know that it has like a cult following.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And like, I feel like if nothing else, FF7 definitely set the tone for the majority of future games in terms of like, I guess the combination of aesthetics and like the overall themes of everything, because like Final Fantasies 1 through 6, like they all had a sort of like, I mean, there are varying degrees here and there, of course, but they all were fairly close to the like stereotypical like, you know, knights and castles and fantasy settings. I mean, 6 delved a little away from that, but
yeah.
you know, it was still in that overall same thing.
And
7 was the first to really push forward with future tech, sort of like
as Jared was saying in the chat. This was actually one of the first ones to put This was the one that put Final Fantasy, put the JRPGs actually into the mainstream for America.
Yeah, I think because this is the one they tried to really sell on the cinematic value of.
They really did. But there was an exceptional story. Like, there's a lot of the sequels did not get it, and I'm gonna say this: I have not actually played Remake. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I will say that despite the differences it has from the original game, that's literally the point. And I feel like that is way more in the spirit of this original game than a lot of like the other adaptations and spin-offs that they have pulled from it.
Fucking Dirge of Cerberus.
Look, please don't remind me.
What?
Like, here's the thing. I enjoyed playing Dirge of Cerberus, but I also understand. In fact, I'll even say Dirge of Cerberus is literally the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played to completion.
To completion, huh?
Yeah. I've never finished any other Final Fantasy game.
So, anyway, the thing is, alright, just taking a moment. This also came out when I was 12 years old. This came out at a very important time in my life, among everything else. I don't remember much about my tween through teen years, and that's because trauma! But I do remember this. I do remember Final Fantasy VI, which at some point I want to stream. At some point I definitely do want to stream and put that kind of out there. Because the storyline for that is fucking phenomenal. This one has a really good story that unfortunately they focused on the wrong things when they were trying to create their spin-offs. So like, they focused a lot on Sephiroth, they focused a lot on Aeris, they focused a lot on Zack, and like, these are 3 kind of important integral figures to everything. But they ignored a lot of the bigger picture messages about basically anti-capitalism. They ignored a lot of the anti-establishment messages, and a lot of it was basically like, you know, the environment is in danger from what we are absorbing from it for our own purposes.
Yeah, like, I don't know about you guys, but I would love to have seen, like, an origin story for Shinriko, and, you know, how, like, everything developed that way, and the initial, like, the sort of emergence of the bullshit that happened with them tapping into Mako energy and the Turks doing shady shit behind the scenes. Like, the setup to the shit that really sort of is the central source of conflict in FF7.
And it's interesting to me, too. Like, I mean, we see... Oh, welcome back. It's interesting to me that we do actually see, at the end of Final Fantasy VII, I mean, I guess spoilers for those of you who have not played this game that came out, like, over 20 years ago. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, it ends with... So, like, the idea is supposed to be that, like, supposedly you save the day in the end, right? Except that the thing that gets saved is not humanity. It's actually the life itself. Like, the planet itself actually renews itself and heals itself. And I think they do show that humanity survives regardless, but it's still one of those things, like, we don't see the restoration of what was destroyed by Meteor. What we see is the restoration of what was destroyed by the greedy people who were trying to take from the planet.
And we even see this alluded to at the very beginning of the game with that cutscene with Red.
That's the end of the... beginning of the movie of Advent Children.
Oh yeah, that's also the beginning of the game. Oh no, yeah, that's the end of the game, I'm sorry.
That's the beginning of the movie.
Those are two very
The
different
beginning for the
things,
end of the
Griffin.
beginning. But yeah, that cutscene from Advent was based on a scene from the game.
Yeah, at literally the very last scene of the game.
Yeah. And again, I know Advent sort of delves away from some of that, but I still enjoy Advent.
Oh yeah, no, it was still good, and it definitely dealt with a lot of interesting ethical questions, like, around everything that happened, as well as the concept of, like, I feel like Cloud is the only one that still remembers the strength that we had back then.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it stands up as the first good Final Fantasy movie.
I think,
Ooh.
okay, so Ragnar, I want to address that. I want y'all and Call to shut up for a minute. I'm kidding, but I want a moment to kind of talk about this. Final Fantasy VII is overrated, but only because the parts of it that they continued to hype up in the mainstream are the most overrated parts of it. The actual core message of the game, the actual character development, all that actually makes it a charming, compelling game, are things that we don't see in the JRPG market anymore, unfortunately. Like, it just is not there. This is me, I suppose, being an old person, and I'm not saying that later games don't also have their own individual charm, but there's something about this game that manages to hit in just the right sweet spot when it comes to the storytelling, gameplay, and everything else that was going on, especially the impact that it had, I guess both literally and figuratively, by the end of the game. There was a lot that they put into it. There were, like, things that you could do if you wanted to take the time, for example, to do all of the chocobo breeding and racing and all of that stuff. You could get a fucking awesome summon. If you did that, you got yourself a gold chocobo, you could, in fact, go then traverse literally the entire world, because there was one place that you can't get to unless you have a gold chocobo, because you can't land your fucking, the airship on it.
And then you get an additional boss battle out of it.
No, you're thinking of
the black chocobo.
No?
Because I know you need a specific kind of chocobo to get ruby weapon.
I don't know if it's I think it's like one of the bluer ones, but anyway. So in terms of this game being overrated, like, I agree, but that's because they broke it down to the parts that weren't actually good. I legit forgot how much I liked the game until I went back through it. Like, the story is fun and good and hard-hitting, like Laura said. The spin-offs focus on the wrong stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's like overrated in the same sense that Frozen is overrated.
You should let it go, dude.
Exactly.
In the same sense that the Hunger Games movies are overrated.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The books are fantastic. I recommend reading the books of the Hunger Games because the movies literally did the exact thing that the Hunger Games was criticizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we need a love triangle, though.
That's literally what they were
That's
putting.
literally, like, the whole point of the book is that media will it will take this complex issue and get people to ignore it because a love triangle. And then the movie did exactly that.
Yup.
Yeah, when Chiharu is agreeing with you on this shit, you know it's right.
Yeah. So, the thing is that obviously I've not been showing off a lot of the plot during this particular stream because, you know, I wanted to have a chat time with my buddies here in Call.
And Griffin.
Yeah.
And Steven!
And I'm Javert. Still better than the movie.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, sorry.
You're fine.
Where was my train of thought just now?
You wanted to spend some time talking.
Yeah,
you didn't look
so
at
the
any of
the plot of this game genuinely takes you places. It is absolutely a journey. That's the thing. It doesn't shy away from the cheesy humor. It does take itself seriously in the right times to take itself seriously. There are some genuinely chilling moments, especially when you think about the full implications. I remember the moment in the Shinra building after Sephiroth attacks.
Yeah.
because I remember, like, you're going through the Shinra building because you're trying to rescue Eris at that point, and you make your way through, you encounter Genova in her chamber, and, like, I don't even remember what it was that I was looking at the time. I didn't know what it was that I was looking at. And then later you realize why it looked so deformed was because the head had been cut off at one point. It had been cut off by Sephiroth in the past because he wanted to take his mom with him and couldn't take the whole calamity that fell from the sky, so he cut off her head to take her head with him.
Yikes!
That's what the cool kids call unhealthy coping mechanisms. Get yourself a therapist.
But, like, it felt... Yeah, exactly, Jared. So it felt so endgamey, and then that was literally only the first tiniest segment of the game. It was the climax of the first area. It was the climax of the Midgar area, obviously.
Also, Alex, he did get a therapist, except he calls it the Masamune.
Look.
Oh my god, bitch.
So, but that whole sequence, because what happens is that you and your team get caught, and, like, you're put in a cell and you're trying to figure out, okay, how do we escape from this? And you kind of go to sleep and you wake up to blood smeared on the wall and clear carnage everywhere. And you find out that Sephiroth has arrived. And so I remember seeing this breakdown of why Final Fantasy VII did such a good job of building up who Sephiroth was even before you met him, because you would hear references of, like, yeah, he was this great general. No one could ever live up to who Sephiroth was. And then that moment right there, you actually see how fucking powerful he is, that he went through this entire building in the time that it took you to take a fucking nap and killed everyone. There's a moment where, you know, Cloud tells his backstory about, you know, him having met Sephiroth at one point, and you feel this whole story and you see him with all of these huge high-level spells moving real fast. If Cloud died, then he would immediately revive Cloud and then keep fighting like it was completely effortless for him. And so you get a real sense of scale for how powerful he was. And then one of the next things that you actually see from Sephiroth is, so there's this giant snake that lives in this swamp-like area, and you can see it circulating, and if you actually encounter this snake, it often just kills you instantly. And then you get across this swampland area, and you see this snake impaled on a giant fucking wooden spike.
Oh.
And
Lovely.
yeah, no, just immediately, like, this thing that could easily destroy you and your entire party was instantly
One shot
killed.
by Sephiroth's toothpick.
Yeah. So, like...
It's a masterclass of storytelling.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
you see all of these powerful things, and so you're immediately put in awe of this character that you haven't even met, nevertheless never mind actually confronted. You're put in this mindset of, like, I don't know if I can ever take this guy. And so this kind of tails you through the rest of the game. You get an idea of just how big the scale is that you're trying to build towards, and you feel Cloud's insecurity in comparison to Sephiroth, because he is constantly compared to Sephiroth. The two are very linked to each other, in fact. But it's the storytelling through the gameplay. Like, this is one of those things that a lot of people play, like a lot of game developers, unfortunately, nowadays, usually because there is a big-ass company that is forcing them to rush stuff out instead of polishing it. But you don't see the gameplay being used in itself to help tell the story, and that's an aspect of video games that can be hard to get right. If the only storytelling that you ever do is exclusively through cutscenes, then you're missing the point. You need to tell the story with the mechanics, so things like showing how powerful Sephiroth is by having you fight alongside him and have him effortlessly defeat things. And then seeing the carnage left after, you know, he has already made his way through. And then, you know, seeing, as you are playing, as you are exploring, casually coming against, you know, the remnants of the fucking snake in the swamps, and seeing all of this, like, there's a completely different experience when you yourself are the ones who's doing the exploring and you happen to come across something. Less shocking than when you're just, like, say, watching a cutscene and you see it all kind of happening in front of you.
Yeah.
So, cutscenes are good, don't get me wrong. This game actually does show how you can balance all of those things in one.
Oh, yeah.
But an example of why this game was, in fact, masterful at what it did. So, this is always going to be a favorite of mine, despite the blocky graphics, and there's a reason why it has persisted this entire time.
Yeah.
Just gonna say because I finally reached level 12, as a matter of fact.
Woo!
Yeah. So I'm good. It's time to move on with the plot.
I mean, if blocky, like, graphics were to stop a game from doing well, I mean, does anyone want to talk to Minecraft?
Again, like Mario 64.
Yeah.
Mm.
God. But I mean, that's just it. And it's exactly like Lore said. Like, FF7 had a lot of unique things going for it in terms of the aesthetics. And not just because of the graphical upgrade, but it had such a seamless way of blending, like the painted backgrounds, the 3D models, and the cutscenes together. It had a beautiful mashup of all these different elements that helped it all feel like one complete world. Like, these are all things that belong together truly. And even for the instances where there are graphical, like, upgrades during cutscenes or stuff, it never felt out of place. You know, especially because it does such a good job of blending elements of, like, the in battle elements with, like, the overworld stuff. You always know, like, what's what, who's what's represented by what, because not only do the visuals work well, but the writing, because everything is paced just right, because you're given enough time for everything to digest, you gain a really good appreciation for everything. And even if there are those certain limitations, like, I mean, here, for example, I'll even say, like, because, like, Cloud is just far enough away from the screen, he blends in well enough and fits in with this world that you see him in. And so it makes perfect sense. And it's only, basically, the battles are essentially taking a magnifying glass and bringing a closer eye on that without detracting from any of the, you know, quality.
Cutscene time.
Yeah.
Brigade, the Sector 7's in there.
Thanks. I guess this is goodbye. You gonna be alright going home?
Oh no. Whatever will I do? Isn't that what you want me to say?
Let's take her with us.
That's right, bitch. I could do that, but won't I be in your way?
What do you mean in the way?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, she's talking about the girlfriend.
Yeah. I'm just a girl after all.
Yeah, can we take a break?
Yeah, my parachute pants are chafing like no tomorrow.
Look, she's got the... No, look at that, though. She's got the I have to shit walk that she's doing.
I'm your girlfriend. I can't believe it's still here.
I love the tone shift right there. Yeah, graphics are not the end-all and be-all of games. In fact, I would love to see a return to spending less time on things like motion capture and all of that, and go back to people using graphical limitations to help in telling the story, like Undertale.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, somehow a lot of the mocap that you see in games today sort of makes things, at least for me, feel a little more fake. Because they don't necessarily fit in with their surroundings, whereas this one, it all blends in with the same sort of art style and aesthetic. It all feels like it matches up.
Yeah.
Cloud, over here!
Okay.
No women.
Join me.
Spring! Okay.
What rank were you?
Rank?
You know, in soldier.
S rank.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, I was... first class.
Fancy. Just the same as him.
The same as who?
My first boyfriend.
So-
Wait, what?
Wait, did Eris date Sephiroth?
I don't know, did she? Were you serious?
No, he was a
Dated
flame.
Sephiroth.
I dig a man with a big
No.
sword.
He had this weird wing coming out of him.
No, but I liked him
things
for
we
a
can-
while.
The things he could do with that wing, let me tell you.
He had multiple wings, fuck you!
I thought he only had
According
one.
to the song, he doesn't.
No, okay, his final form is the one wing that sprouts from his back, but the rest of his body is made up of wings, like his
Right.
legs are replaced by wings, so
Like-
like...
fucking cherub.
Oh, I see.
Anyway,
No, but I liked him for a while.
I probably knew him. What was his name?
Sephiroth. It doesn't really matter.
I love how their ship name is just Erisephiroth.
Yeah, you just did you just put
Because
them
of
together?
course they have a ship name.
They don't, but... Well, they probably do, I don't know. Her thing of dialogue is an absolute joy. But yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Together.
I love this awkward turn.
Oh look, there's my boyfriend.
Speaking of which,
And there's his wings.
Huh? Hey, back there. Tifa? She has no face.
It's Candy when I'm on the job, dickhead.
that girl in the cart was Tifa? Where was she going? She looked kind of odd.
She didn't have a face.
How did you eat her face?
Well, yeah, how do you think she became my girlfriend?
I left my mark.
Wow, okay. Oop, bye.
Woo!
That's an ankle stroke.
Wait! I'll go one alone! You go home!
Nope.
You go that way. I'll go home. Ow, 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 ow. Like he twisted his ankle.
Codfish.
Here we go.
One of the best segments of the game.
Hell yeah.
I think the gold saucer is another one of those really underrated locations
Oh, yeah.
in the game. This is
Plus his
among
music's
them.
a fucking bop.
Oh, yeah. And it really tells you straight off the gate that it's someplace sleazy, you know?
Yeah.
This place is scary in a lot of ways, especially for a girl. So we've got to find Tifa fast.
I love how you're saying it sarcastic. I feel like that's actually in character.
Behind your back. Yeah.
And I think it's especially, I think that's actually fitting for Eris. Is like, this place is scary in a lot of ways, especially for a girl. So what? We've got to find Tifa fast.
Her blood is on your hands, Cloud. Sorry, on your stumps.
Hey, Alex,
Yeah?
read this
Your
line.
turn.
Oh, sorry, I
No worries.
just realized that I had exited out of the stream somehow.
Huh.
I see.
I was just listening. I was paying attention only through listening, sorry.
That's okay.
Aren't cats great? This one's a little big, huh?
And it's actually a lucky cat figure too.
It
Yeah.
is. It's got the right hand up, which is for luck.
May as well save that I'm here.
Yeah.
Do a lot of saving, but that's fine. Whoops, not this one.
He's old.
Oh. Hey. Someone subscribed? Looks like.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hi, thank you. Sorry, I was just I was thrown off. Let's see. Welcome. Please take your time. Don't push, hooligan. All right.
Jeez.
Griffin.
All this trash. Can't we do anything with it?
All this belongs to the owner of the weapons shop. He keeps picking things up and leaving them here.
Oh, you mean the owner who has a tank in his shop?
But any way you look at it, it's just trash. Alright.
Looks like a goddamn used car salesman with that thing.
Amazing.
Also, I think your mouse might be at the top of the screen, Mark.
Yeah, it is. I don't think it's that important.
Fantastic, and I would love to stick around for longer, but I am very tired, and I have an early morning tomorrow. And so I'm probably gonna have to tag out now.
Alright, well, it was good having you with us, Alex, as always.
It was lovely. It was lovely to be here. It's always lovely to stream with you, Law. It was lovely to meet you for the first time, Jane. Griffin,
you too.
I can and will end your life.
Good.
Do it.
Back at you, buddy.
And I will see you later.
Have a good night, hon.
Good night.
Nail.
Have good sleeps.
I love how it's become this thing with millennial and younger humor of, like, just casually mentioning death. Like, I mean, it's not as much a joke nowadays precisely, but we're kind of even resigned to it at this point, because we've just been like, you know what? Like, I feel like, another day, another, craving for death. That's just how it is nowadays.
Looks like Jane.
I mean...
Hey. Another day, another time.
Another day, another opportunity to turn myself into ketchup.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But... yeah.
Gordon, I need ketchup.
Gordon, I'm thirsty.
Gordon, I'm no longer thirsty.
There's nothing there. Anyway. Let's get through, I think, at least this upcoming scene here.
There's a world inside you, Cloud, and I need to go there.
Codfish. A whole new world.
Hey, Griffin, take this guy.
Alright.
Do it.
No.
Use arrange keys.
Fuck you!
Yeah, this is Don Corneo's mansion. He's a big shot here in Wall Market. Listen, the Don don't like men, so get the hell out of here.
Wow, rude.
Oh.
Unless you have a girl packed up in your ass somewhere, but...
I mean, she does like to pop out every once in a while.
yeah.
Codfish.
Listen, we don't judge. We accept all kinds here. Except men.
Unless we're dressed up real nice and pretty.
So get your ass out of here, sis scum.
Oh my god.
Take this guy as
Can't
well.
make up my mind. Huh? About what? Don't make me say it. It's on the shop down on the right.
Okay.
Guess we're going there now. Oh!
Man, should I go or not? I get so mental at times like this. Gee, I'm hopeless. Hey, aren't you? What? You mean you're 2?
You're 20,000 years too late to be comparing yourself to me.
Don't bring me down to your level. What? Me too. I decided this after a lot of deep thought. My last memories of Midgar, you know? But that guy over there kind of scares me.
You mean the dude whose head is literally a bear trap? Yeah, I can't blame you.
No way. I can't go on. Things aren't working out between our differences and my babies just isn't cutting. Who are you talking to?
Keep it in your baggy pants, my dude.
Oh my god, fish.
Hi, not Reno.
Take this guy.
Right,
Griffin.
let me see here. The Honeybee Inn is a private club. Only members can go in. Shoo.
I love that this is just pretentious Owen.
You mean Owen? So just Owen then.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fish.
Hey, Jane.
Welcome.
No. Jane.
Okay.
Oh my god, fish. Welcome! Even a fucking sleep like you may meet your destiny here.
You turned him into a Muppet.
You looking for a girlfriend too?
You know a girl named Tifa?
Hey, you're pretty fast. Tifa's our newest girl.
Can you keep that voice going? Please don't hurt yourself.
I can do it. But unfortunately, she's having an interview right now.
We like such raw, weakling.
Here at the Honeybee Inn, it's customary for all the new girls to be taken to Don Cornello's mansion. Don Cornello's a famous dilettante.
Dilettante. Dilettante. And it's Corneo, not Cornello.
Oh, Cornello, sorry.
Mistake as well, no worries.
Now he wants to settle down and is in the market for a bride.
Also, I just realized we have a pink print up in the right-hand corner. She is.
Oh,
There's two of them.
Yeah.
There's two of them.
And this stream has been brought to you by these memers.
Hello.
You reap what you sow, Laura. Gun! Just the one side of
Gun!
That's where Ruby wants to go.
Oh wait, you had a girl in your pants after all. I misjudged you. Hey, you got a cute one with you.
Hey, this looks like the Don's mansion. I'll go take a look. I'll tell Tifa about you.
No, you can't!
I'll tell her you're a whiny little piss baby.
Why?
I love that this even fits in with Eris being a fucking I know what's going on, do you?
You realize Jane is not a prerequisite whenever we want to stream FF7.
I know. I swear to God, you're just Eris, I swear. Anyway, do you know what kind of place this is?
Did I stutter? What am I supposed to do? You want to go in with me?
Well, being a man, that'll be pretty hard. Besides, if I bust in there, it'll cause too much commotion. Why are you laughing? But I can't just let you go in alone. Oh, man. First, we need to find out if Tifa's alright.
Mm-hmm.
What's so funny, Eris?
Cloud, why don't you dress up like a girl? It's the only way.
What?
Join me. Just wait, I've got a cute friend I want to bring.
Eris, I can't.
I guess that's the end of that conversation.
You're cute, and you are worried about Tifa, aren't you? Then come on, hurry.
I guess I have my inner woman now.
Aw.
I'm proud of Cloud.
Oh, yeah.
Cloud, you would look so good in blue.
Cloud says trans rights.
Like, he honestly, he gets a little awkward, but he genuinely gets into it.
Oh, yeah. Especially in Remake. I love how, again, I'll try not to talk about Remake too much, but there's this one part in it where Tifa sees him, oh my god, that dress and that hair. Nailed it. I know. Moving on. Nailed it. I know. Moving on. It's a great exchange, and it's, again, Cloud doesn't care. He's a little awkward, but, he's not the, he's not the, I'm not gay, just so you know. There's that one guy who, hits on him and is like, I got a ticket for Loveless, you want to join me? And Cloud's just what? I mean, I feel like that's the part where he fully embraces his twinkage.
God, bitch.
Anyway.
Excuse me, I'd like to get a dress. A special dress, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, those parachute pants do look kind of worn down.
It might take a little time. Will that be alright?
What's the problem?
Well, my father, the owner, has been in a slump lately. You see, he makes all the dresses.
And where is your father?
In a slump.
He's probably plastered at the bar.
God, I wish that were me. So, you're saying we can't get a dress unless we do something about your father?
Yes. I'm sorry. He's caused so much trouble.
Not to worry, ma'am. I have a dress. I mean, I have a gun.
I have a dress.
We'll have both now.
I'll threaten you with a good time. You'd help me bring him back?
Dead or alive.
Exactly. Well, if we don't do something, we don't get a dress, right?
Really? Please help my crazy old dad. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Oh, I know what to do. Alright, we'll do something. Let's go, Cloud!
I don't know what to do anymore. Well, you open up the chamber like this.
Alright, dresses are dangerous. They can be.
Yeah?
The deadliest dress.
Yeah, let's talk to Jacksepticeye over here.
Excuse us, are you the father of the girl at the clothing store?
Go ahead, Griffin. No, 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 no!
Top of the morning to ya!
Fuck off!
Clothes shop, but I ain't your father.
No.
Are you daddy? No, sorry!
No, that would be Zach.
Oh.
I didn't say that! I heard nothing!
Literally on record.
I was just thinking of Zach!
Make me some clothes.
You realize that's like walking up to a comedian and say, tell me a joke, right? I don't make men's clothes. I don't feel like making anything right now.
Cloud, you wait over there for a second. I'll try and talk to him. Why don't you go over there and have something to drink?
Mind you, he just literally turns the other direction here. Doesn't go anywhere.
Wow, you little bitch. You know, mister.
Please, Mister was my father. Call me Daddy.
No! He always said that just once, he'd like to dress up like a girl. So that's why I wanted a cute dress for him.
What? A tough-looking guy like that?
Why are you... What accent are you picking, sir?
I'm trying Irish.
You're not.
I know, that's why I said trying.
So how about it? Will you make him one?
Well, if you stop whispering in my ears, maybe I'll consider it.
Okay, understandable.
Yeah, might be interesting. I was getting a little bored just making regular clothes.
Stop.
Don't be Scottish.
Stop it, yeah.
Then you'll do it for us?
Yeah, alright. What kind of dress you want?
The pinkest, frilliest! Oh, something that... What do you
Oh,
want?
what is the... I gotta look this up again.
Well, this is Square Enix, so as we all know, simple and clean is the way that we're making him feel tonight.
It's hard to let you go.
I need
Wasn't
to...
that hard for Eris?
Ah.
If you love me, let me go.
Baby, you're my one-winged angel.
In the arms of an angel.
We're like a shitty YouTube shuffle playlist.
I'm trying...
iPod shuffle playlist.
I'm trying to remember what the kind of dress is.
Oh, okay.
You do not need to acquire all of the items. Okay, so... Alright, let's see. Bar. Okay, that's not what I want. If you choose something that feels soft and shimmers. Okay, that is what I remember it being. Okay. Going back to the game. Something...
Something that feels soft. Gentle. L'Oreal. And something that shimmers.
Got it. I know I got a friend that has the same taste as him. I'll go talk to him.
You do that.
He refers to his bottle. That's his friend. Hey, hold on. Wait till I get an image in my head. Sorry, let me make this more immersive. That's good.
God, method acting.
Let me contact my friend, Samuel Adams.
Oh, he just teleports.
Oh, you're Here, it's ready. Go try it on.
Oh, you're so fast.
Silk dress! Ugh.
Ooh.
I just borrowed my wife's lingerie, I'm not gonna lie.
Amazing. Have fun in there.
He's
How,
got the 7-year itch.
how do you put this on?
With your hands.
She just
Whoa.
faces her face through.
Whoa, what are you doing?
It's still not right. A wig! That's what you need.
Wig snatched.
Okay, yeah, that's you,
Oh.
Griffin.
Is that me too?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you might, so I talked to my friend about getting one.
Oh.
You know the gym? You'll find a lot of people there like you. Go and talk to them.
Alright, let's go.
Like you? Eris, what did you tell him?
Nothing. Oh, doesn't matter. Anyhow, we got a pretty dress.
I don't trust like that.
Well, too bad. You're stuck with me.
I don't trust.
Yeah, I am stuck with you, literally inside of me.
Mm-hmm. Rent free.
Eris, if you could quit giving me a colonoscopy, that'd be really appreciated.
One colonoscopy coming right up.
No up, anywhere but up. I love the fucking painted image in the ring of just fucking Segata.
Mm,
Are you the one who wants to be cute? Cute?
right. And about the wig.
Yeah, I heard. But it'll cost you.
How much?
Big Bro, the only way you're gonna get cuter is if you can beat Big Bro.
Oh.
That's right. Oh, it's everyone. So you gotta compete with us! You're right. I think that's... I guess Big Bro? You're right.
We're all one.
Let's do
Okay.
squats. Oh, alright, we'll beat you out of this gym! Are you... the...
Beautiful bro? Or the beautiful bro?
What?
It's pronounced beautiful, bro, but...
What? You didn't know? Always running around here saying big bro this, big bro that. Never mind that. Come over here.
Why do we keep getting classes, black guys?
No, I'll explain the rules.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and actually explain this, big bro.
With pleasure. From the ready position, push switch to squat. Push cancel to get up. And push Lorelei! Okay.
Oh my god,
Go
Fish.
back to the ready position. I realized about halfway through, they're like, this is sounding familiar.
So, bring up your Nintendo Switch.
Switch.
So it's switch, cancel, okay. In that order.
Oh.
Got it.
Whoever has the most squats does something or another. Big Bro's wig is mine!
Just be quiet. It's not fair for you to start right away. So do you want some practice? Yeah, I would need to remind myself of the order because those are, again, not the order that we have on the keyboard now. Wait,
Yeah.
actually...
Yeah.
Wait a second. I do have the order. Switches insert. Yes, cat? Alright, so... Insert, cancel, okay, was what it was? Okay, yeah, I'll do a little bit of practice with it. A little. Okay.
Oh. He's really doing squats.
Fucking shake at the maraca in the background.
It's supposed to be like movement.
I know.
Liking the view from back here.
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, this guy's just continually hunched over, Like he's casting a stone.
You had 20 squats. Now, let's begin the real thing. Start!
Stop!
Starto! Okay.
Start though. God,
This is some Mario Party bullshit.
Amazing.
I look over down and is like, I forget. How do I move my legs?
He had 13 squats and you had 20.
Nice.
Nice. You're really something.
Nice.
Okay. I'm a man of my word. Here you are. Received key item, blonde wig.
Nice.
Big bro, I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
See this flies.
Shut up! Don't cry just because you lost.
I'm paralyzed from the waist down. Oh, bro's fist of steel cut to the bone.
Yikes.
You deal with that medical emergency.
I'm
Hey.
going back inside Cloud.
You deal with the aftercare there.
Cloud successfully wins the poopin' competition. Well,
I mean,
you're not even wrong.
yeah.
Godfish.
Alright, so there's other stuff that we can get, which I'm
Yeah.
gonna do.
Do
Please.
it.
Ah, yes.
Go ahead, Jane.
Oh, welcome. Sit wherever you like.
Sumimasen!
Sumimasen, motherfuckers.
Sit wherever you like, but there's only one chair.
Fucking Sumimasen, motherfucker.
Sumimasen.
You have?
Let's go with today's special.
One today special.
Coming up.
Coming up. Oh wait, that's you.
That's fine.
Coming up.
In the store, you pay first. It'll be 70 gil.
I love how it started as Eris and then sent it to the cook.
It turned into fucking Naruto.
Her for a second.
Again, like, we are all one.
Thank you. Just a second.
Just pulls it out of her pocket.
There you go. Enjoy. Hey, let me have a bite, buddy.
It was alright.
Thank you. Here's an item coupon for the pharmacy.
Here's a wipe.
You can exchange it for one item there.
A
Trust me,
wipe!
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it after eating here.
That's our last coupon for now. Watch out for our next promotion.
Oh my god, but it is just Naruto, jeez.
Yeah.
Bye.
You two are really good at doing little boy voices.
I mean, it's almost like it's a stereotype of some kind, you know?
Oh
Man.
boy.
It's like, you know, it's weird, but it's kind of like, oh my god, I need to work on my Ash Ketchum, there we go.
Yeah.
Cash Etchum.
I need to work on Catch Itchum.
Fuck you.
Codfish.
I remember actually doing that, like, offhand once. I need to work on it. But
Yeah,
whatever.
you're getting a little better there, like especially near the end.
I need practice. Well,
Yeah.
either way. It's kind of in a weird zone for me, which is, again, why I do practice, and there he is!
Yeah.
And there he is, and he'll come back again.
It's that boy!
Oh my
Your
god!
boy.
Pikachu!
Pikachu.
Oh my god.
I forgot you can do that. I mean, Jane literally is a fucking Pokemon, so...
Scream. I love Pikachu so much.
Go ahead, Griffin.
Yeah, I have a name, thank you. Whoa. Don't just stand there, say something.
You've gone through like 3 different accents now. With this one person.
I was trying, like, Cali Boy. Oh, so you have a coupon? Then please select any one medicine you like.
I'm gonna go with a digestive.
But you smell, Cloud.
Fuck off,
Maybe.
Eris.
Maybe if someone quit putting their head up my ass, it wouldn't be an issue.
Does it look
I
like
love-
I have a choice?
I love the smell of your colon. It's cologne.
Oh no.
Did Eris stutter?
Hey, could you do something for me? Someone's been in there all day and they're not coming out. I can't hold it anymore.
Then perish.
Hey, someone's in here. Don't look.
Yeah, Cloud, don't look.
What? Give her medicine. Huh? You'll really give me some? Thanks.
Give her the medicine, cracks knuckles.
Phew! I feel better now. And this is for your kindness. Sexy. Hey, sexy cologne! It looks like we were in the right zone.
Yeah, fresh from the bathroom.
Oh,
Mind you, I
man,
gave-
I've been waiting for this.
I gave her a digestive, keep in mind.
You gave her a Tums, and she gave you just some fucking, like, shit from a bottle.
She'd be like, you smell, take this.
Yeah.
Aerith feels very vindicated.
Jesus.
I'm just saving so that I don't have to do certain parts of this process over and over again,
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah.
in case I mess up. I'm largely going from memory at this point.
Look, I'm a save scummer myself. You don't have to explain it to me.
Same.
So, go ahead, Griffin.
Hey man, I get you missed my you said I'm a college graduate.
Oh
College of what?
my god! Good question.
It's yet to be determined.
Okay, try that again.
I'll get the training wheels off. Hey man, have you met my twin brother? Got a minute? I need to talk man to man.
What is it?
Really? I'll really appreciate it. I went English there for a second. Sorry, but young lady, could you turn the other way for a second?
Wow, you coward. Why?
Eris.
Gosh.
Turnabout is fair play. Sorry, lady. Now, here's the thing. Do you know that vending machine in the inn? I'm itching to know what they're selling in it. Just can't ask a girl to go get it.
Wow,
That was a weird blip too.
Yeah, again, love his twitchy face.
Well, I meant
What?
from you, but yeah.
Okay. What? Why don't I buy it myself? Well, to tell you the truth, I got in a fight with the guy at the inn and can't go anywhere there anymore. Come on, so how about it?
I'll go.
Good, thanks. I'll be waiting here when you get done. I keep switching. What the fuck?
It happens, man. It's all
I mean, at
good.
least it makes sense with his fucking Twitch.
Finished? Muse back into his body.
I love how she didn't even ask if he was finished when he was dressing, but in this case...
Ooh, a room. Oh, AEW says that, they're asking, he's asking if the stream is still going?
It technically is. We've got a little bit, because I want to get just getting the rest of the items together for for Cloud's outfit, and then I'm probably going to call it quits for today, but he is welcome to join.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say that.
Okay, thanks.
Cool.
I am curious to see how this dress looks like, so.
Oh, it looks the same no matter what.
Also, welcome.
Hi.
Oh,
Roll.
So, we are joined by AEW, or AEW. However you like to go.
Federation, where?
Yes, exactly. Look. So this was you, Griffin.
Oh, sorry. No, I just can't make up my mind. Here, you take this. You won't be able to get in without it.
Oh, right. I was on a mission.
Yes.
So I'm in the process of...
Fantasies.
Yay. I'm getting, Cloud dressed up for his date.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, really? Hey.
Jeez.
No cheese in here. And what was it?
It was cheese.
A protein drink set. Pfft, that jerk. I'm gonna do so much more business on him. His head'll spin.
He'll head his spin.
Yes. I'm kind of high right now. Thanks, bud. I'm motivated now. Take this. It's not much.
Hey, Joseph, what's up? I still love that he was evidently already on the high side when we encountered him in session.
Yeah.
And it's like, actually, if he could get me cheesy puff things, that would be really great. And then he's like, yeah, I was really hungry.
To be fair, I could do with a plastic barrel one of those fucking cheesy poofs.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean.
Yeah, those fucking cheese ball things.
He'll head his spin, yes.
Yes.
And he's just gone.
Right up there with chest pockets.
Oh boy.
Hey, this is a member's card. I see it shining in your hot little hand.
That
Is
was
it a
not...
member's card? Intonation.
That was nothing like what he said.
God.
In fact, you did so poorly. Hey, you want to take this one?
Who, me?
Yeah, if you want to.
Well, expecting to voice things, but okay.
Why not?
Hey, is this a member's card I see shining in your hot little hand? No. Please, come in.
Is it?
God, bitch. It's just
I love how they're suddenly doing the Harlem Shake.
Oh my god, no.
Oh, that
Looks-
just dated me so hard.
I know. Looks like I need to go inside to complete my disguise.
Sure, good excuse.
He just winked. See ya.
Wouldn't want to be
Actually, you know what? Go ahead and take this one, Jane. This is like the, almost ooh-woo voice sort of person.
Oh, well, okay. Pooh, I mean, sir. Hurry.
This even works for, like, the bee theme.
Please choose a room. Gosh, he's so weird. But then again, they all are. Nerds.
Oh boys, bees.
the fuck room.
It looks like it's unoccupied. I guess I'll take this one.
Do it, nerd.
I'll take this room.
Alright. Now all we have to do is enter the room. You're not going to have a change of heart, are you?
Don't make me repeat myself.
Oh, don't be angry with me. Jeez, this one's probably the violent type.
Is that your Maya the Bee voice?
No! Alright, please.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen!
Hey! Ah, yes.
Seizure warning.
Oh, God, bitch. What a room.
You? What are you doing in a place like this?
Fancy meeting me here.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Should you be fooling around here? You think problems go away just by thinking about them? Ah,
A lucky pulled an heiress.
God, bitch.
that was you, by the way, Jane.
Oh, no! Oh, no! Help! Someone hurry!
I love it. It's so perfect.
I didn't kill him, officer!
You can't change anything by just sitting back and looking at it. Cloud. What do you say?
Meet Cloud, what you saying?
What are you saying? It started moving.
Meet Tarzan, you woo.
What? What has?
Wake
up!
Oh, wait. What the fuck is that?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm worried.
Don't make mouth sounds. Ow! It's HP and MP restored.
Wake up!
Damn.
Oh!
Just gonna leave it here for a second.
That's a hell of a motorboat treatment.
Happening!
He's pumping him up.
I mean, that's one way to get pumped up.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, I would be surprised if this weren't already a gift somewhere.
What the frick? She's just watching.
Phew, I'm so relieved.
I bet you are.
Bubby, I heard you. That name is never going to mean the same thing to me.
Told you, you fucked up.
I'm afraid of you. I heard you collapsed. No, don't get so uptight. Huh? They say youth is so long yet so short. Let's give this next one your best shot.
I like how your dialogue options there were like, or
Time's up. Bye, buddy.
bye, Bubby.
And I love how her face is twitching. Well, they're all twitching.
Yeah, they're all.
Don't worry about it.
And then she just.
Yeah.
Still, Baba, I want a refund on this job.
I think she was literally there just to be a voyeur.
Oh my god, fish.
I mean, there are wish jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, right. I think... Yay, this is where I want to go.
Whoa! I'm practicing my chicken dance. Oh, I just can't seem to lose weight.
It might help if you take off the fucking stinger.
Sir, you can't just come in here.
Well, I didn't plan to stay that long.
A pervert.
Look.
How are you sitting in that chair?
If I were to dress up like a woman, then I've really got to prepare carefully. I should be able to have them put makeup on here. Have them make me up, I guess.
Don't do it!
I have a favor to ask of you. Can you
Do
put
it.
makeup on me too? Go ahead and I mean, yeah, Jane, you could probably do this one.
Oh, paste. Oh my. Oh my.
What are you doing?
The Macarena.
Oh my. Oh.
It's not really the type for that, since it's more ooh-woo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh.
Meanwhile,
Jane.
Sir, it's almost closing time.
you don't have to go, but you can't stay here.
So please remember any personal belongings.
Closing time.
You don't have to stay home, but you have to get the heck out of here.
Why the fucking posse of redheads?
Why
I'm
not?
my crew now. I started the game.
She just hits transmissions away. I bought some pretty flowers for him, Harris.
Dang straight you did.
500 gil. A little expensive. Well, at least I got her name.
Gotta do the hustle.
Meanwhile, Eris, thanks for the flower and one gold. I'll treasure this. I'm gonna dry it and keep it for good luck.
That's why you're my favorite.
Yeah, that's just the thing. You can actually ask, and she has a different price for each of them.
Amazing.
Like, depending on how nice versus how fucking dick-ballish they are.
Yeah, for you, Cloud, it'll cost a slice of that ass.
And I think that's all the items that I'm going to need.
So do we actually want to follow through with the getup?
No. Well, I can get him dressed, but I don't want to go through the whole Corneo's mansion thing.
The dress up is what I was thinking.
Dress, tiara, wig, cologne, and makeup. I think that's actually it. So let's get him put in the outfit, and then we can call it a day.
Oh boy.
Looks like you're all set. Now try it on, and we'll see how it fits.
Do it.
Stop trying to do a Scottish.
I was trying to do Irish, first of all.
Oh.
Aren't you going to change?
Okay, I'm ready.
Good.
L-O-L-A Lola.
If you need some help, holler.
That's you, Griffin.
Not bad. This might be a new business for me.
Looking good.
Yeah, you're right. Should we try it? Thanks for showing us something new. My father's got his motivation back now, so the dress is on the house.
Wait, I never agreed to that.
Walk more nicely. Like this, Miss Cloud.
What do you mean nicely?
Like you're not trying to take a deuce.
Exactly. A little swagger in your walk. Oh, you're so cute, Miss Cloud. Ah, I want one. Do you have one that'll look good on me too?
How's this?
How about that one?
Father, what are you talking about? This one's much better.
Bitch, have you no taste? No. What are you saying? This one.
Ladies, you're both beautiful. I want this one.
Perfect.
It's a fucking
Huh?
gal hoodie.
I'm going to change. I'm going to go change.
I'm going to change.
Later, boys. No peeking.
Hypocrite!
Methinks thou dost protest too much.
Like, she literally peeked on Cloud!
Yeah?
Well, so how do I look?
Like that one actress from Pretty Woman.
Perfect. Oh, you're no fun.
Walking down the street.
And you may notice that his run cycle is actually different now.
Yep.
Good. Taking lessons from the expert.
Alright. So it is now time to save.
Well, it's hard to walk with a woman up your ass and in heels, so...
Codfish.
That was the sentence that you just said.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, that was a nice little... I know that was actually a lot of, that was a lot of just grinding, but like I said, a lot of the purpose of the streaming is hopefully for the commentary and less so for, say, the game itself, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have played Final Fantasy VII on stream many times in the many years that streaming has ever been a thing.
Oh, yeah.
You mean like 900 times? Probably not.
Probably, I don't know, maybe that range, maybe more. There's a lot of streamers out there, you know?
Mm,
What does that sound, Jane?
I'm thinking. Let's make it 1001.
Okay.
For each Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights. Anyway.
Like Arabian gays.
Which was just called 1001 Nights in Arabic.
That's honestly why we're reluctant to do Final Fantasy games. Everyone's done them, right? Well, that's just it. It's not necessarily like the game itself. It's the commentary that you bring to it, and I think we've had some unique commentary this stream so far.
This is why you should play Final Fantasy V instead. The best Final Fantasy.
It's actually
Codfish.
it's a good one. I'll say that much. Like, I haven't played it in ages. Let's see, do I actually have it on here?
I think
I
FF5
do.
may have been like one of, if not the first Final Fantasy game I ever touched. If
Yeah.
I'm honest.
I actually have that. I've got Final Fantasy 4, 3. I also have 6, but it's like the I think it is like the DS port or something like that, where they changed the graphics and a good chunk of the dialogue, and they changed
Right,
like
that's
the
4. That would be 4. 5 and 6 are based on the mobile ports, which just have a fresh coat of paint.
well they changed also because it was if it is the mobile port, then they also changed a good chunk of the combat system, which I don't like.
Right. It's based on the for 4. That one was changed slightly based on the DS version, which was later ported to mobile, which was later ported to Steam, and then 5 and 6. Those were based on the mobile ones. They're based on the GBA one, based on the SNES ones. So yeah.
The thing is that they did give it like different graphics for this one. That's just it. They changed the actual sprites and then they changed the portraits, which for me aesthetically is not quite the same nostalgia as the one that I grew up with. So I do have the one that I grew up with, complete with the Woolsey translations. And if I can get that to stay consistently operating while I'm streaming, then I want to take us through that game at some point. But extremely
Woolsey translation or more accurate GBA translation, which is better?
for me, Woolsey, because Woolseyisms are like the best thing.
Fair enough.
And that's just it. Everyone has like the accurate translations are good because they're accurate, but the Woolsey translations are great because that's how you got, you spoony bard,
Yeah.
There's a lot to these games. I mean, I know that my playing it on stream is not going to be quite the same thing as playing them directly, but I will say, if you do get a chance to play them, they are obviously huge time commitments. They take a good chunk of time to get through the story. It does get a little grindy because of the era that it came out in. Grinding was just kind of one of the things that you did in order to progress through the plot easily.
More so if it was NES Dragon Quest.
Yeah. The bard is spoony, they checked. But this is one of the games that's very close to my heart. I'll say that much.
Understandably.
I have, because it came out at an important time for me, and the thing is that, like I was saying before, the story struck a really good note for me, and it was the fact that the ending wasn't like, oh, we stopped Meteor from destroying everything. No, we stopped Meteor from destroying the planet. And really what we did really didn't do that. Again, I know, spoilers for the game, it's been out for 20 fucking years, get over it. That whole sequence at the end where Eris summoned Holy, and that did help, but on its own it wasn't enough. But the energy of all of the life on the planet coming together to surge against it in combination with Holy, with the outside intervention of someone with pure intentions, is indeed what stopped this calamity from utterly destroying everything in the planet. And it did save some lives. I mean, obviously quite a few people died in the process, but it was kind of interesting to see that the paradigm completely changed. I mean, the same thing happened with 6. The world was effectively post-apocalyptic. Things were never going to truly be the same as they were before. There were signs of it healing, obviously, but all magic was actually taken from the world. And you're never going to get... Like, there are a lot of really good boss battle music, songs or like music through soundtracks across all sorts of Final Fantasy games, JRPGs, across all video games. I personally don't think that you're going to do better than Dancing Mad. It's an 18-minute song. And while there are parts of it that kind of, cycle back and forth, it is genuinely an 18-minute song with different movements and different parts to it, and you can feel the flow of this huge ass battle. And that whole fight sequence, depending on how many people you recruited over the course of your game, they did something unique with that particular boss battle, whereas if someone fell in battle and you didn't, res them before moving up to the next stage, someone else would actually hop in and take their place. You know, it was a sense of true cohesion. They did something like that also for 10. Like, it was a similar sort of mechanic where you can swap people out as needed. But, like, it was... That game is another story in itself. Again, like I said, I want to see what I can do to try and play it at some point. Dancing Mad is amazing. Absolutely. There are some, like, there's a couple of metal remixes out there that are really, I think it's a Falcone, Falkkone, I think. I could be mistaking it, and my apologies if I am. I love how the different movements represent each afterlife, such as hell, purgatory, and heaven. Yeah, little bit. And then you ascend to the godhood, and Kefka is just one of those villains that's just like... He's like the Joker, and not just because they're clowns, but because Kefka is one of those villains where, yeah, he's crazy, but he's crazy in a weirdly lucid way. Like, he knows he's crazy. He knows that he's been kind of pushed over his own fucking... and pushed out of his own fucking mind, and he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah. Plus, also, like, both Kefka and the Joker have ascended to godhood at one point.
Yeah. Well,
Emperor Joker.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to enjoy about Kefka as a villain because he is, like, just straight out completely a villain. Like, there's no reservation.
He was only popular in the US just because of the Woolseyisms.
A little bit.
I don't think it was that popular in Japan, possibly, but in America, it's definitely the Woolsey dialogue that made him more likable as a character, or more colorful personality-wise.
Well, because, I mean, like, yeah, they turned him into someone who was constantly making, you know, kind of childish jokes. I know that I think if I recall correctly, in the Japanese version, it was just childish mannerisms, like in the way that he spoke, like, in terms of the way that he said certain words, it tended to play out as, like, childish speaking. So, I mean, I will say this, like, it might be partly the Woolseyisms. I will say that Kefka as a character is fascinating on his own because of the choices that he makes and the way that that plays out. The fact that there's this man who is so completely insane and allowed to take over a high position of government that ends up ending the world. Oh, the stream got real. Whoops.
Surprising no one.
Sephiroth can be overrated. You know, again, that's complicated. I agree that he's overrated in some ways, and I think that the problem is that what gets overrated is the misunderstanding of the character.
Yeah.
Like, he's not just the silver-haired, handsome badass. Like, don't get me wrong, that's all there, presently, obviously. But I will say that one of the things that I appreciated about Remake is that scene at the end, and I've talked with Griffin extensively about it, because I really feel like that is starting to peel back to what I think the core of what makes Sephiroth so fascinating as a character.
Absolutely.
Because the facade drops for a moment, and you see him genuinely pleading with Cloud. And Cloud, of course, not willing to listen to this guy who killed his whole family, killed his mom, and killed that hometown and all of that. He's not going to listen to this guy. He's a villain. He's an evil bad guy. And you can see the sadness in Sephiroth's expression, and especially as he says, "You're not there yet."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not sure if he says that, but you can definitely tell that's, like, you know, what he's thinking in that moment.
No, I mean, he actually does say, like, you're not there, you're not ready.
Oh yeah, he does have that, like, not yet.
Yeah. Kefka is right in between overrated and underrated. That's just it. Like, and obviously, I'll say this, everything comes with a disclaimer that this is my opinion, no one has to necessarily agree with me. I find these characters fascinating for particular reasons, and I think that the direction that Remake is actually going in for their story is so much closer to the original than a lot of the spin-offs and a lot of the parodies and a lot of the assumptions about the game and the character, and the characters just in general. I feel like they really are hitting it right on the head. They're hitting the nail on the head, and I think that this is the thing. They couldn't just remake the actual game. If you did that, you would inevitably get people complaining, oh, you didn't do this justice, or this didn't quite turn out. But what they're doing is that they are literally creating a new story by remaking the game and the way that it plays. And the way that
Not
the
just
story...
remaking the graphics, it's remaking the narrative.
Exactly, literally. So...
and Sephiroth is still voiced by another actor who's also voiced Superman as well. So that's two actors. He's played by two actors who've played Superman different times.
Damn.
Makes you think.
Dang.
I mean, he is kind of a Superman. Okay.
He kind of is, which has unfortunate implications in some regards, but
Wow.
considering he was essentially designed to be the Ubermensch.
Oh my god, Fish.
I mean, yes and no. I think that there's a lot more going on with that. Like, I'm partial to to one of the theories out there that the Sephiroth that we're actually encountering throughout most of the game is actually Jenova taking his form.
Yeah.
Because
He's
preceding...
like using him as a puppet.
Yeah. Because that's just it. Sephiroth is trapped in that north spot. Like, he traveled through the live stream and got trapped over in the North Crater area.
Yeah.
I'd have thought it was Sephiroth from the future going back in time, trying to change things to suit his own narrative. That's what I thought, really.
Oh, I'm talking about within the original game.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, definitely, that was it.
Yeah. So, like, every time you fought Jenova, it would always be preceded by Sephiroth being there, and then flying up, and then Jenova falling in his place. So, like, I'm pretty sure that was just, Jenova wearing Sephiroth as a skin. But yeah, no, I think that the Sephiroth that we're getting in Remake is someone who... Because you remember that whole sequence at the very end of the fight with Sephiroth in the original game, where they have that one-on-one, and it's kind of like... It's almost identical to the end scene in Remake, the first chapter of it. I feel like that's kind of like an in-between space where time and reality and space and all of that stuff doesn't quite work in a linear fashion. And I feel like this is a space where Sephiroth's consciousness is made aware of what happens to him and what has happened to him, and a bigger threat to not just continuity, but the world that they live in. Perhaps even in conjunction with Eris seeming to be aware of it, an awareness of the fact that they're in some sort of narrative or game.
Yeah.
Because I will say that it's actually interesting in that fight with Sephiroth, towards the end of Remake, from what I saw of the gameplay, he follows whomever the player is actually in charge of.
Yeah?
He doesn't just attack your companions, he zeroes in on whomever is being controlled by the player.
Yeah.
That may just be a game mechanic as a whole, but I feel like that's one of those awareness of the fact that there is a player behind the character's movements.
They probably written something about it in the Ultimania book. There's a lot more info in that Ultimania book about things happening, like who are those three specters you fight in the end? They look kind of similar to three other characters you may have seen in some other compilations of Final Fantasy VII and elsewhere.
I've seen some people theorize that those last three whispers are actually the previous iterations of Cloud, Tifa, and Barret.
No, it was written in Ultimania. They were based on those three guys from Advent Children.
Possibly. Also, hi, Kikyo. You are kind of late. We're kind of wrapping up the stream as of right now.
What I want to know is, will we ever see Gact again in Final Fantasy VII Remake?
God. Don't remind me.
Anyway, speaking of wrapping up, again, don't worry, I can geek out about this stuff continuously, but it has been 3 hours since we started. It's probably a good idea to wrap things up. My usual end of stream speech is usually to promote all of the various things that are associated with my channel. I know it gets obnoxious with every YouTuber who does this, but just as a reminder, if you do want to support the channel, there is the Ko-fi link on the screen right now, the ko-fi.com/mlorelei. There is linked in the video description of every last one of my videos is my Patreon for if you want to do a more monthly commitment, even just $1 a month. Like, I've seen people like, oh, I don't want to do just $1. It's like, no, that adds up. None of this is an obligation. I say that every time, and I want to put that disclaimer every time. None of this is a requirement to watch my content or enjoy my content. There are some bonuses like early access and behind-the-scenes stuff and things like that. For example, the first segment of this game today was played in the Patreon server. So there are nice little extra benefits. Plus, there is something that I'm working on this side. I've talked about a D&D campaign that I'm hoping to bring to the channel at some point. People who are patrons on Patreon will get to actually kind of participate in that campaign. But more on that when I actually have shit to post on the channel. But I'm hoping to be starting to be getting that close to done. I will say that I'm also hoping tonight to knock out some of the stuff to finally release this song cover that I keep saying I'm going to do, and I'm going to finish, and then realizing the extent of work that goes into the stuff that I want to accomplish and getting delayed by that. But I'm hoping early access for tomorrow, and then Monday, hopefully a release of the song cover over on Sirenia Studios, which is also linked in the video description, as well as over on the channel homepage. So,
yeah.
Thank you guys for joining. For those of you who are in the call with me, obviously my appreciation to Alex, who has already left. Thank you, AEW, for joining today, even if it was on the later side of things. But I mean, life happens. Thank you, Red as a Tomato, aka Jane.
Glad to help.
I am so glad that you were here to just personify Eris. Like,
That was so much fun.
like you really are the very perfect personality to play her. I'm gonna say that much. Outside of the person who plays her in Remake, who is also really on the nose. And I would say thank you, Griffin, but fuck you.
Yeah, that checks.
But genuinely, thank you. I enjoy having people to commentate with me, and I enjoy and appreciate y'all who actually come out to my streams. I mean, obviously, if you watch them after my streams, if you're watching this now later down the line, however, whatever time you watch this, I do hope that all of you who are watching get to have a good day. I hope that whatever happened here in this video maybe made it a little bit better, and if not, then I hope your day gets better either way. Thank you, everyone. This was a dark week, and this felt like a light at the end of the tunnel. That's very sweet to say, Ian. I actually really appreciate that. That kind of thing does mean a lot to me. I know, like, everyone's like, oh, it means a lot to me when you say you can't. Like, genuinely, you know, I know it's like, it's gonna sound inauthentic no matter how I say it, because, like, everyone says it, but that stuff does mean a lot to me, because there are a lot of times as a small YouTuber that it can kind of feel like the stuff I do doesn't have a lot of impact. Now, I know that I'm speaking as someone who on this channel has 10,000 subscribers, only 100 of which are terribly active or keeping up with things on my channel, but even so, I know that someone with 10,000 subscribers saying that I'm a small YouTuber, but by scale, I still technically kind of am. But
10,000 sounds very good regardless.
Yeah, no, it's a goodly amount, and it definitely means a lot. Your streams are another reason I look forward to set. Oh, Shakarian, stop. I mean, don't stop, but
Can't stop, won't stop.
We've got a good base so far, and it's only gonna get bigger from here.
But interestingly enough, I don't know, I'm not going to commit to this or anything. I am also considering streaming tomorrow because normally we have D&D tomorrow. This week we actually have off because the DM is out, so I may be streaming tomorrow. I'll probably be posting to the Discord servers that I'm in about whether or not I am or not. Whether I am or not, or I am or not, blah. But thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I will get to see you guys next time.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Bye-bye!
Don't die! That's my job!
Bye-bye, don't die.
Bye-bye, don't die! I mean, I say that, I shouldn't joke about that. Bye!